katoa, our woman from Australia. We welcome you here to Aotearoa for this tremendous game that is about to take place right here at Rotorua International Stadium e mihi atu ana ki a koutou. And I hope that you've enjoyed your stay so far as we look to line up for the national anthems. National anthems for both of our teams, Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Alofa lava Samoa, malo elele Tonga, Bula Vinaka, Fiji, Whakalofa lahi atu Niue, Kia orana, Cook Islands, Whakata alofa atu Tuvalu, malo ni, Tokelau, Mauri, Kiribati, Berenkim, and g'day, Australia, tēnā tātou te iwi, ko Ngāmi Puru tēnei. My name is Ngāmi Puru and I'll be calling this game with my right-hand man, Mr. Paitiri Malatino. Pai, it's been a busy day here at Rotorua International Stadium with our Tuakana tournament, the 32nd Tuakana tournament. And we've got a treat here and very grateful to be calling this game between New Zealand and Australia Police.
Yeah, kia ora Nams, appreciate the intro and tēnā tātou te iwi. Welcome to all our viewers tuning in here from Aotearoa and our Trans-Tasman partners over in Ahiteadia. So, yep, we're tuned in for a good footy game. Obviously, we've had footy here at the Rotorua International Stadium with our Tuakana tournament, as Ngāmi mentioned. So we are in for some awesome footy here, Ngāmi.
Yeah, Paitiri. Hey, it's not every day we get to call games like this, especially on our police force. They do a great job here in Aotearoa and Ahiteadia as we looking on the action now there, Pai. The Kiwis, they get us underway. And there's Australia straight off the back fence there. To this young lady, I'm sure I've seen her on TV before. Once I get her number, I will definitely do a shout out to her. I'm pretty sure her name could be Hancock. Steph Hancock there, the number 8. Tackle 3 now for Australia. Yeah, 0-0 in Australia and 1-1 here in Aotearoa. If you're, finding a little bit of difficulties or you need any help, feel free to call those two numbers. As we look now, 5th and final, Australia getting to their set, which is will be the delight to the Australian coach.
In Aotearoa, Wahine, New Zealand Police Rugby League team are their hands on the ball for the first time here as they feel out the set with Australia now. Some good defense here as they just get out of the 10-metre line now as the Wahine and a good run there from the number 3 there. That's Brittany Wallace-Sharp. She gets up and plays the ball just over the 20-metre line and it's a good go forward there from the experienced Victoria Edmonds, hailing from Waikato, that is. The Wahine testing up in the middle now. Let's see what they can come to the 40-metre line now. Looking to the right as Wahine cut back inside to that person there. We talked to Victoria Edmonds and they decide to go for a little kick over. Australia now let the ball bounce.
There's a fullback there, Emma Sykes. Steps and evades a couple of defenders. They're getting caught by them also. Just trying to get up and get her team quick play the ball. The winger there, the number 5. Great. She opts to come in and relieve a little bit of pressure from her forwards. Running into some solid Kiwi brick wall is Brooke Walker. Opposite winger there, wearing the number 2 jersey. The lock forward just short of the halfway line. Nadia Gregory. Opting to come down this left edge, but the Kiwi defense is right there to meet Australia. Finding their way back to the middle of the field and getting to their kick. So 2 sets for Australia and they find the kick. But the Kiwis, they hold it back in play.
Yeah, Sophie Hiruini there, just flirting with the touchline as the ball was just about to bounce up, but recovered well there as we see New Zealand Wahine coming in with a penalty there. So Mahamene here just a bit too high for our Kawawau. That's a referee in Māori, our Kawawau.
Yeah, and Harmon there as well there, Poitini, just for our viewers out there. It's penalty. And that's the first penalty of the game. And I must say that both teams have completed their sets very well there, Poitini.
Oh, no, most definitely, Nams. And this will be a good piggyback here for the New Zealand team. Aotearoa, the wahine, just as we wait for the ball on the sideline to get chucked in there. But we're back underway now. So you see New Zealand now. Some good go forward there from New Zealand. New Zealand Police wahine now go back to the middle of the field with a drop-off play to that person there, Victoria Edmonds. She's still going. She's hard to contain, but she is taken just over the 40-meter line. Let's see what the Kiwis can do here. Little razzle-dazzle footwork.
Great run there, Poitini, from Victoria Edmonds. I'm pretty sure she's had a rugby background up there, playing representative rugby for Waikato.
Yes,
back into the action now. The Kiwis hot on attack.
Yeah, the Kiwis doing well, as we can see. The second row there, Geneva Eddie just fighting to get every inch and every meter. Let's see what they can do here on the short side. Goes out to the fullback, Sophie Hedawini. She gets trassled with a tackle and wrapped up there by girls in the yellow, Australia. Bit of a ball back, or try to kick through, and let's see what our Commonwealth says. Our referee, and yep, he's going to say play on. So Australia, they will have the ball back in position as they march back up the field.
Yes, we get back into the action. That was another good set by Aotearoa, by the Kiwis, the police force here. You see Australia wasting no time to get this game back underway. Very strong there, standing in the tackle is the number 11, Jamie. You look back in on the action now. Kiwis just trying to slow down the Kangaroos, if you like there, Poitini. Oh, yeah, just that pass there going astray there if you look back in at the replay. And unfortunately, replay is having a few little technical difficulties. But yeah, this would be a good sign of relief for the coach of the Kiwis there, Poitini, especially in this area of the field. Scrum on the halfway, 40-metre line actually. So this would be a good opportunity to see what the Kiwis and New Zealand Aotearoa backs have got up this week.
Yeah, definitely good field position, and to have ball position here, 40 metres out from their try line. Let's see what New Zealand wahine, and a great short ball there. From the New Zealand Police Force wahine team as they get back on attack. Charging up the middle here is the Kiwis. And let's see what they can make up here on this right-hand side. And she's been awesome as well. This runner here, she's added a lot of value there to go forward. And so they head back to the middle now. Bit of a show and go. Nice short ball there for the Kiwis. 12 metres out from the line now. Head to the right. Drifting across. Oh, trying to get the pass away, but Australia showing some good effort on defense here. Let's see if the Kiwis can try and break through the line, but they vow to go for a good cross kick. Oh, it's not taken. And the first try of the game to, I believe that might be the number 3. Now, let's have a look at this replay here.
Yes, we look there. What an awesome kick there by the number 9, Wairua Lloyd. She's the vice captain. And yes, that is the centre there, Poitini. Brittany Wallace-Sharp, showing us how sharp she is with the first 4 points of this game.
Yeah, the Kiwis, they'll be wrapped to get first to draw blood on the scoreboard there. And yeah, unlucky there just for Australia. Police Force women's there, just to not catch that ball on the full, but a great cross kick there from the Kiwis there. So they'll be wrapped to get 4 points on the board with 2 on, hopefully on the way.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, and just a little information here about the Kiwi wahine team. For the wahine team itself, this will be the first ever international test in the history of New Zealand Police Rugby League, and 3rd game ever for the team itself. So creating a little bit of history here, Pike, not only down there on the field, but up here in the commentary box as well, as we look at that conversion, and that one's waved away. So that'll keep the scores at Whaaki Te Kore, 4 points to 0 in favour of the home team.
Yeah, awesome there, man. Hey, whānau, while we're taking a bit of a quick break and waiting for the game to get underway, whānau, if you want to be a cop, 0800 New Cops whānau, or head to their website to join the police force. There is plenty of opportunities available within the job, and it's a chance to still play some footy there now.
Yeah,
how great.
Mate,
yeah.
I might ring it as soon as after this and just see, hey, would you be open to take a few handsome characters here?
Bit of a, I don't know, you look like a bit of a canine dog unit.
The dog handler? Yeah. Get back into the action now, Australia. They waste no time once again to get this game underway.
Kiwis just let it bounce there, and Australia now, they're going to find them back in ball position in some good field territory here, Nums.
Yeah, as you see there, the Kangaroos, Australia Police Force. Here's the number 11 there, just trucking it forward. Once again, Jamie Alphenstone. Australia now 10 metres away from the try line. And there's the number 8, Steph Hancock. She's the captain with a lot of NRLW experience. Australia now, and that ball just goes over the sideline there, Paitiri.
Yeah, no, just a bit hesitant there with that little offload there, with ball just going a bit stray there, so getting those jitters out, but Australia will regain the ball back here, and some, as I mentioned before, some prime field position here in the green zone for Australia. 10 metres out with a nonoke scrum, which is scrum in Māori, nonoke, for our Ahitereiria views tuning in over the Trans-Tasman there. But get back to the action now, Australia with the ball.
Yeah, they opt to drop off the centre there, the number 4. Shannon Picknelly. Ball comes back out wide to the right-hand side of the field. They opt to move the ball nice and quick and fast. And there's the number 5 there, Georgia Gray. She put some points on the board as we look through this replay there, Pike.
Yeah, just a little bit of a juggle there, but a great square up and a good draw pass. And she was managed to just to get rid of the winger and the fullback there. So she'll be wrapped to get some points on the board for Australia there. And the score now was 4-all whānau with the kick to come.
Yeah, hey, Pai. You know, a lot of these wahine, a lot of these ladies, all of the ladies, not only the players, the coaching staff, the management, you know, how proud must they feel to be representing their country and the greatest sport of all? I mean, you know, we've got a few good friends in the Kiwi camp on the men's, talking to them, and they're really proud. So we're proud of them also there, Pike.
Yeah, most definitely, Nams. And, you know, as we know, these are our wahine that, I guess, protect the community, not only here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, but over in Australia as well. So let alone they've got their job at hand, but also they get to come to an awesome outlet and an awesome game, a beautiful game, actually, like a rugby league, to come in and strut their stuff with their whānau watching, and real proud on the sideline there.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Most definitely, Paite. And you know, a lot of these wahine, a lot of these women out here are mothers, you know, and they're still out here playing the greatest game of all. And that kick there, unfortunately unsuccessful for Australia, so that'll keep the scores level at Whaaki Te Wha, 4 points all. Quite just some notable players for the Kiwis team that are not playing today, but if they didn't have international commitments, they definitely would have been here. One of them being Api Nichols, Warriors captain and Kiwi Fern, MJ Ali, Warriors and Samoan representative, and also Utu Atoneo Samoan rugby. So really good to see a lot of the wahine in these spaces like this.
Yeah, most definitely, and just those names that you mentioned there, Nams, awesome players in the game that we love so much. But as we get back to the action now, Australia charging up just that right-hand side of the corridor there.
There's a go back, and that's a nice charging run there, and earning her team a penalty. Australia now just wanting to tap that ball very quickly, and like we see on the international stage, no matter what sport Australia are in, they're always fit and fast and ready to get on with the job. As we see now with the lock forward there, Nadia Gregory, she takes the first run of the set, making her way over the 40-metre line, and there's Hancock once again. Sonny Bill Williams, Greg Inglis, offload if you like. Australia now, Ritu Tuarua, second tackle just over the halfway line, as you see on the screen. Australia trying nothing too fancy, but gaining valuable metres. That's the 40-metre line you see in red. Australia now opting to just let the ball do the work, but some great defence there by Aotearoa, by New Zealand. Back towards the middle of the field now. That's the number 11. She's been very busy, Jamie. Fifth and final now. See Australia getting to their kick. That's what they want to do. If you can't score, next best thing is to kick the ball and put a pressure on, like they're doing there, Pike.
Oh, yeah, well, that's a great take there from Christine there. She found herself on the wing. Oh, but just maybe an unwanted error there from that try scorer, as we saw previously. That was Brittany Wallace-Sharp. Yeah, just trying to exit out of the red zone. As backs do, get in and do the mahi, do the work. But unfortunately, they're just a bit of a knock on there. Unfortunate area there, Nums.
Yeah, unfortunate for Aotearoa, New Zealand, but very fortunate for the Kangaroos. I'm not even too sure if they're called the Kangaroos, but let's call them the Kangaroos anyway, or the Wallabies. No, Wallabies is rugby there, right? But as you see, and you mentioned Nonokea, scrum. There, and there's Australia with a nice long ball cutout play to a strong centre. But there's some strong Kiwi defenders right there to meet it. That was Eden Storard. Ball comes back once again to the number 11, Jamie. He's caught 9 metres away from the try line. Lock forward, holds the ball in 2 hands, throws a couple of dummies. Gregory. Australia playing the ball quick and fast, but look at the defence there. That's one of the veterans there, Serena Clark, for the Kiwis. Coming back out to that same edge and close, but desperate defence there once again by the Wahine in black. Australia moving the ball fast and quick, and look at that. Andrew Johns, like the halfback, Josh Haddad. We look back here there, Pachi. Nice, silky smooth skills there. Little grubber kick, and she just had enough speed to touch the ball down and take the lead. 8 points to 4.
Yeah, good little skill set there from the halfback. The general there for Australia. Just a little put on the foot there and a regather and getting over to get her team 4 points. So good effort on there for Australia. But 8-4, they are in the lead over Aotearoa, New Zealand Police Rugby League Wahine team.
Nice, bye. And hey, we were talking about the captain, Victoria Edmonds. We knew she was sort of brought up in the Waikato and playing her trade there. But she's also been playing overseas for Belfast Harlequins in Ireland. And obviously, like we said previously, with Waikato and the Chiefs, along with the Blackfoon squad, playing in the Māori tournament here as well. So a very experienced campaigner is Victoria Edmonds.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I've seen her around the traps there in the Waikato there. Nams, in the rugby scene, she's been around for a long time. And yeah, like you say, she comes with a wealth of experience there. But as we look to get in on the kick, she happily takes the 2 points. So Australia leading over the New Zealand Police Rugby League Wahine team 10-4. As we see, just to mention our prop there for the New Zealand Wahine team, for the New Zealand Rugby League Police Force Wahine team, that is, Sophie Hedewini. She does feature on the New Zealand Police Recruiting YouTube series right along. So I actually do follow that, to be honest there, Nums. It's a great series if you haven't tuned in. So get on YouTube, whānau, and have a look. And you'll see young Sophie Hedewini on. But as we look to get back on the action now, Australia with the ball now, 20 metres out of their line.
Yeah, she was also an ex-NZ Touch A-grade player as well, and obviously still doing some good things in the number 1 jersey here for the Kiwis. Quite today is Australia wasting no time to march their way forward. I'm pretty sure the female equivalent to the kangaroos is the emus. Am I correct there, Podgy? As we look back in on the action now, just short of the halfway Australia. Moving the ball out there to the right side of the field. Sun's just coming through the clouds now. Getting to their set and a bit of unorthodox kick there. But it ends up in the hands of the captain, who we just mentioned earlier, Victoria Edmonds. She takes the first tackle.
The Kiwis now just a bit hesitant off the ruck there, but second row, Casey James. It's just a bit of a carry there as 48 metres out from their line now. Kiwis getting matched in defence here from Wahine in yellow there from Australia, has shown some good signs of defence here. Let's see what the Kiwis can do. Bit of a show and go here from the halfback. That is Serena Clark. She gets up and plays the ball 40 metres out from their try line now. Let's see if they can get some points on the board as the Kiwis. Good defence here. Going back to their left end. They're going to put it to the air now is New Zealand. And a great take there from Australia. And that's the winger there. That's Georgia Gray. Good take there from high ball from the Kiwis now. Aussie hot on attack now.
Yeah, Brooke Walker now. She said, hey, Georgia, she's the other winger, so I can do what she can do also. This is where the backs get involved, and a nice easy penalty there in favour of Australia. Just a little bit too slow, and as you sort of see as the game goes on, you can see maybe the fitness levels are slightly unbalanced as we look back in on the replay now. Australia trucking it forward to Gabby Suckling, the second rower, the number 12. Once again, that's tackle 1. Tackle 2, and they've met in some heavy Kiwi defence. Just short of the halfway now, making their way over the halfway. A little bit of speed there, Paitiri, from the number 1, Emma Sykes. But she's brought down an aggressive tackle there by the Kiwi defender. And might have been an accidental sort of shoulder to the nose. Oh, that was the Paitiri. But no malice in it, you know, it's a physical game. She was just trying to, what it looked like anyway, she was just trying to make sure the tackle's complete. Unfortunate there for the shoulder hitting the nose.
Yeah, most definitely, Nams. Definitely not intentional, no malice in it. Just one of those things, as we know, in our beautiful game that we love so much. You get caught in those tricky situations, odd placings actually, so gonna have just a bit of a break here as we see our Kaiwawa on the screen. Just awarded the penalty there, so Australia now gonna vow to take the tap in.
Yeah, I think they'll be backing themselves there, Paitiri, as I just mentioned. Look like the speed of the play of the ball of Australia, they're doing that really well. That's Megan Cameron getting her first touch of the ball. Coaches obviously making some interchanges there. Here's the number 18, and I don't have a number 18 on our team list there, team, so apologies for that. Ball comes back, some nice little cutback plays there. There's the centre, Shannon Pickernell. Oh, and they're getting closer and closer to the try line now. Australia, 1 metre away from the try line. Brings it back to the playmaker. Some beautiful passing skills here. And they can see a few numbers out wide, but great defence here from the Kiwis. They're not letting them in easy.
Oh, great skills here from Australian girls.
Yeah.
And a good short ball as we look into the replay.
No try there, Paitiri.
Oh,
Look right back. And we'll see what happened. I think he might have been calling a forward pass, perhaps. As we look here, I'm not too sure what it there might have been, maybe.
Forward pass there, maybe from our referee, but nonetheless, real skillful plays there from the Australian girls as we get back into the action now. New Zealand not mucking around here as the backs come in and do the mahi, do the work here as the winger, Naiso Kuta Lele. Australia keeping well to contain the black jerseys down here in this half.
As we see Tamanui Taras come out there, poaching in full force. The sun has made his way through the clouds here, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, it has. And it has been a beautiful day, actually, just to reflect back on the day. Obviously, day one here of our local Aotearoa New Zealand Māori Rugby League tournament. But get back to the action now. New Zealand fighting hard to get to the other end of the field. Good little dash out the rock there from the number 7, Serena Clark. So they play the ball now, 40 metres out from the line. New Zealand decides to take one there for the team, and that will be the 5th and final play. Probably not the best option there, Nams, as a 5th and final option.
Yeah, and not the worst option either there, Potty. You know, they're in good field position. If they want to hand the ball over, it has to be up there in the other half. As we look back in now, Australia getting a few easy metres there. Good 12-metre gain off that first run. Second tackle now. Making their way over the halfway line. The woman in yellow and green. Looked like she picked up a little bit of a niggle there. Looking back here on the replay. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those, another one of those tricky ones there. Nams is just genuinely going for a tackle and
knee heavily strapped as well there, Potty.
Yeah. Just unfortunate there to little minor injury. Hopefully she's okay and there's nothing too much in it, as we do see there. Her knee is heavily strapped there, Nams, but man, what a game it's been so far. And finally, if you're tuning in, wherever you are, in Aotearoa, New Zealand, or over the ditch in Australia, welcome. And we've got another game on our hands. We've got the men's coming up after this, so please, whānau, don't go anywhere. We still have another second half, actually, of this game to go. We'll worry about this game first, and then another game with our men's on this live stream too, so don't go anywhere.
Yeah, tika tō kōrero there, Paitiri. Hey, well, we've got a couple of seconds here. Just a big mihi out to the sponsors. One Foundation, Jono Zessler, Ray White Pukikohe, Tat Sport, Woolworths Rotorua, D52 Gym, Black Dog Properties, and Police Sport. Thank you very much for the sponsorship of our wahine team out there, our Kiwi team, as we look back in on the action now. Australia seeing a few markers not on side there. Nice little dash up the middle is the number 15, Macy Simpkins. She's entering the fray as well. Usually what coaches do, have two hookers, the dummy half. Skill level here is high for the Australia. Oh, that might have been off the ground. Yes, and that was so. Yeah, so that will be handover. 5th and final play, as we saw Australia there, just on the ground with a stray offload. But New Zealand now going to try their hardest to get out of the red zone here. They are deep in their half, and Australia showing some good signs of defense here, as we see the Kiwis busting it up on the left-hand edge there. Coming just out, 22 metres out of their line now is New Zealand Police Wahine Rugby League team, and what an awesome matchup we have today. As I mentioned before, we've got our men's later on, but just as we've seen, unfortunate there, another unnecessary, unwanted error there from the Wahine. So as we see the replay there, Australia will be rubbing their hands with ball in hand deep in the Kiwis' half. Yeah, that's it there, Paitiri. So, like you said, Australia, they'll be happy about that. The sun's in their eyes, though, as we mentioned earlier. Tamanui Tira has come out to play a factor in this game. But Australia, no complaints from them. And I must say, just credit their ball skills there, Paitiri, the way that they're moving the ball. It's very impressive, and that's the number 3, Eden Sturard. She opts to take the first tackle. Nice charging run there from the Australians. Trying to get up and play the ball quickly. She does that. What a great tackle there. There's the captain, Victoria Edmonds. Around the bootlaces, but a strong run also by Christian Everett. Oh, here's the halfback there, just trying to have a look there. Josh Haddad. Quick play the ball, wanting to get this game underway. A couple of little dummies there from Nerdia. Gregory, 5th and final tackle now, 5 metres away from the try line. Australia. Oh, nice little dummy. Quick footwork there by the number 1, Emma Sykes. Oh! Both players were very keen to get the ball in hand, but maybe just lacked a little bit of comms there, Pote, a little bit of communication to saying, hey, I've got the ball. No, you've got it. They just said, hey, I'm just going to say nothing and try and catch it. Unfortunate there, because that could have been a try.
Yeah, most definitely, Nams, and a great kick there from Australia. Just unfortunate there to catch it on the full. So, Aotearoa, New Zealand Police Rugby League team, Wahine, working out of their half now as barge the way up the middle here. And going to get some go forward here is New Zealand. There's Serena Clark with a good inside ball there to her teammate.
You tell her experience there, Paitiri, Clark.
Yeah, Clark. She's steering the ship well, and here she goes again as we speak of her. Good experience as they shoot back to this blind side, and they might put it on the foot, which they do, and Australia don't take it on the full, and she's going to take it out. So New Zealand will get the ball back in.
Yeah, they will get the ball back, and hey, just a big shout out to our Kaiwa, all of our referees, and good to see the young man there on the sideline. He's doing an excellent and terrific job. I've seen him around the way as well, and it's good to see young emerging referees
definitely
in our game there, Paitiri.
Yeah, definitely, Narbs. And going back to the action, there she is, Victoria Edmonds, the captain of the New Zealand Police Rugby League Wahine team. 4 metres out now. Let's see what New Zealand can do. Oh, and showing some good defensive efforts here is Australia. Let's see if they can hold them out, and they might have a sniffer around the ruck, but she is held up there. Number 17 at the ruck, that's Jimmy Lee McLean. She goes to her team pairing back to the middle of the field. Oh, good little tip-off play to Victoria Edmonds.
Pucky up there, Paitiri, as we look back in. And hey, I was just about to say, when you mentioned Serena and Victoria, both stalwarts of this team, and look at that, just little cutback play, and I don't think not too many people can stop Victoria that close to the try line.
Yeah, 100% Nams, and as we saw, the vice-captain and the captain, Wairoa Lloyd, give a drop-off to her co-captain, Victoria Edmonds, and you're not going to stop her that close to the line, as you mentioned there, Nams, but 10-8 is our score. Australia still in the lead of this game, but we have 2 points on the board here for New Zealand. So I believe that is the number 6 there, Eden Cherrington, going for the 2 there in front. As she lines up, and that is an easy dub there. So 2 points there for New Zealand, and making the score 10-all. I've got a game on our hands there, Whānau.
Yeah, Coach will be happy about that. Coach Simon Taylor, and also coached by Serena Clark as well there, Paitiri, the co-coaches, and obviously Serena being an ex-Kiwi Ferns and Warriors captain. Simon Taylor, ex-referee at Fox Memorial level, National Premiership level as well. So, yeah, some good experience there in the coaches. Yeah, and just another big mihi and a big shout out to our cameramen that have been up there holding the cameras there since 8:30 this morning. Obviously, the time now is 6:30. Okay, so they've been up there all day, and they've got to do it all again tomorrow. So big shout out to the crew up there, the cameramen, as we look back in on the action now.
Yeah, well taken there by New Zealand, and who other than Victoria Edmonds there. She gets up and plays the ball now. New Zealand, they're going back to the blind side. There's Sharp, Brittany Wallace-Sharp, that is. Driven forward there by Australia as Sharp gets up and plays the ball just on the halfway there. Goes back to the middle, but taken on by Australia from a little drop-off play. Unfortunate to go to the ground, so Australia now going to have the ball back.
Yeah, Macy Simpkins there. She cleans up that mess that New Zealand Aotearoa left. So hot on attack now, the Australian women's team. Oh, those silky, smooth passing skills and just the speed. But once again, the captain, the inspirational captain, Victoria Edmonds, comes up with that defensive effort. Australia now going for a nice little grubber kick into the corner. There's our Herewini. She says, no, not today there, Australia. I'll clean this up and I'll take the first tackle in the set.
Yeah, Australia just trying their chance there at a little chip over, kick over the top, but well gathered there by Sophie Herewini, the fullback there for New Zealand. Police Force Rugby League team, Wahine team that is. As you see our Wahine now trying to get out of their half, but Australia, defensive efforts here now. Good drop-off play, show and go from New Zealand, but Australia's onto it there as they stopped there well in their tracks now as New Zealand now decide to go to the right side with a little kick and not taken on the full, and it will bounce out. So Australia lucky to get away with that, as we see in the replay there. Wairua Lloyd, the vice captain, going for a little bit of a chip over the top to the sideline, but not taken on the full by Australia, and they will get away with that one. So this will be a roll ball. Roll ball 20 metres in with New Zealand back on defence here.
Yeah, you mentioned kick there, Patrick. Māori word for kick is whana. Whana. So don't be shy to kōrero Māori if you can. Just a few little educational things out there for the whānau at home. And as we see, that's the first half done and dusted there, Patrick. Hey, the scoreline says it all. Te kau ki te kau. 10 points all. What a first half we've had. Definitely looking forward to the second half.
Yeah, what a first half we have of footy here in the matchup between the Australian and the New Zealand Police Force Wahine teams. And man, we got a match on our hand there, Nums. It's 10-all. Half time, we've still got a whole nother second half to go. So as we see our two teams from Australia and New Zealand go back into the changing rooms, please, whānau, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned in here. Stay locked in. We've still got another awesome second half to go in this matchup, as well as our Tāne, our men, the last game of this police matchup. So, whānau, stay tuned in. We'll be back soon. Mautunu mai.
No mai hoki mai, and welcome back to the second half of this game between the New Zealand Police versus Australian Police. Wahine, our women's grade here at International Stadium, Rotorua. My name is Nami Puri, ko Nami Puri Toku Ingoa, and I'm here with the main man, Paitiri Malatino.
Yeah, kia ora, Nams. We're off for a little bit of a break, a little bit of a nibble and a drink, but we're back into it here for the second half. And as you see now, New Zealand back in the action with the ball in hand. So really there for a little penalty, but Kaiwa referee says play on. As we see New Zealand now, 32 metres out of their half as they go back to the blind side. A little show and go. Oh, just getting through. On her head there is the number 7, Serena Clark. A handful on the halves there as they go for a nice short ball there. Back to the middle of the field. New Zealand now 40 metres out from their try line. Good front door play. Oh, good offload, but Australia showing some great defensive efforts here as they're keeping the Kiwis out here. Let's see. And this kick goes here from the Kiwis, and a great take there from Australia, and that's the fullback. That's Emma Sykes. She's taking it well there at the back there, Nubs.
Yeah, she had an outstanding first half as the fullback Emma Sykes for Australia. She now tackle 2. Australia now just as they are doing all first half, the backs, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, getting in to do a little bit of mahi, do a little bit of work there for their Australian team. 5 metres short of the halfway line now are the Australian police force. Nice little cutback play, and that's Hancock once again with that offload, but the referee, the Kaiwa Wall, in the middle is saying, hey, no, that is a whakamua, a knock on.
Look at the replay there. Good drop off, little play, but just unfortunate there. Getting a good offload. Just unfortunate there to knock on.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that might be
yeah, the referee, Kaiwa Wall, is saying, hey, the Kiwis have seen your fingernail.
Yep.
They're touching the ball, so that's gone forward. You see Australia now opting to swing the ball from right to left, and they're still swinging it out wide, and it goes right over to nobody at the moment. But the referee, he's saying, hey, play on, that's Kāpai, that's all good. Australia now just short of that red line is the 40-metre line. 40 metres away from the try line now. And I need to see that again there, Paitiri.
Have a look at that replay.
Look at that. Bang!
That in, yeah.
But hey, Australia, they just eat that stuff for breakfast as well. No effect. They are back to business. 30 metres away from the try line now. Still throwing the ball around, using that skill, and a nice little dummy back on the inside now. Caught with her knee there. Great skills shown by the number 6 there. Hayley Kemp comes back towards the big Pomua, the big prop, and Wooster once again with a big collisions out here there, Paitiri. Opting to go out wide with a nice kick, and that's going to be a knock on there from the Kiwis, but some great pressure and some great skills there by Australia. But hey, what about the defensive effort as well from the Kiwis?
Yeah, definitely, Australia showed some great skills just there in that last play there on the replay. But, what about the hits? I can feel it all the way up in here in the commentary box here, Narbs. And some good defensive efforts there shown by the Kiwis. But going to see how good their defense is. Going to have to hold Wahine in yellow, Australia out as we get back to the action now. Australia hot on attack.
What about that whack there, Paitiri? Kiwi slang for step. Australia now still on the first tackle here. Victoria Edmonds, the captain for the Kiwis, saying, hey, you're not going to get through this way. You've got to try and find some other ways there. And there's Hancock. Hancock, once again, she's just throwing that ball around every run, and that's probably early in the tackle count as well there, Paitiri. I don't think the Australian coaching staff would have been too impressed with that from the captain.
Yeah, good go forward there from Hancock. just unlucky there with the offload. Gone Australian straight into the arms of the Kiwis. So they are going to get the ball back in hand. Is New Zealand Police Force Wahine team. As you see them charging up the middle. But Australia not letting them off the hook lightly. Stacking in the tackle there as New Zealand find themselves 25 metres out of their half, and a good short ball there to the captain, Victoria Edmonds. 35 metres out from the line and going for another good kick here. Oh, and not taken on the full, and I think our Kaiwa will have a look at that and say that unfortunately is a knock-on. As see back in the replay there, just a bit of a wobbly kick there. Just to take their nubs, unfortunately for Australia. So New Zealand now going to get the ball back in hand.
Yeah, and once again, the coaching staff there for New Zealand, for the Kiwis, they'll be definitely happy that they'll be playing with a fresh set of 6 up this end of the field there, Paitiri. Especially off our scrum. Let's see what the police force can do.
We see now New Zealand now feeding the scrum on the 30-metre line, 30 metres out from their try line. Is New Zealand, and a little mumble jumble with the feet there in the scrum, but they got to it in the end now. Here's New Zealand.
That's the captain there, Paitiri, once again heavily involved, Victoria Edmonds.
Clark now gives a short ball to her teammate as she's still fighting. There is the number 4, that's Catherine Jose, with a little dart out of dummy half there. The vice captain, Wairua Lloyd. 5 metres out from the line now. New Zealand heads to the left. Back to the second row, Geneva Rudi. Yeah, gets up now as Australia. Holding the Kiwis out, and a good short ball, but no, holding them out again is some good defense, and I think that ball might be a knock-on, and it will be, according to our Kaiwa Wo, our referee. A great call made there as we see the Kiwis just lost the ball in the ruck there. So Australia now going to get a scrum feed deep inside their half, 10 metres out of the Kiwis try line now.
Yeah, so a nonoke is the Māori word for scrum. Nonoke. Just waiting for the referee to make sure everything's all good. And it is now. And there's the number 2 there, Brooke Walker. She takes the first run of this set. Oh, and that ball just comes loose there. Yeah, and the referee once again saying, hey, that went forward. I could hear the trainer saying, hey, that went back. So definitely a bit untidy there for Australia. So once again, the New Zealand police force back in some good field position there, Paitiri.
Yeah, New Zealand police force, Wahine team that going to be wrapped with this session, a whole fresh set of 6, 10 metres out from their try line. See what they can put together here is waiting for the ball to come out to the scrum with Hedewini now drops off the ball. Back to the centre, that's Catherine Jose. Tackle one there. And Clark goes short ball, but she's wrapped up in a heap of tackle there from Australia. Heads back to the middle now. Oh, some good contact there from Australia. Not letting New Zealand in easy. New Zealand now having a little sniff around the ruck. Wrapped up with 3 jerseys there. There's Wairua Lloyd. Drop off play back to Victoria.
Oh, is that her again? Yeah. Have a look at that replay there, Paitiri.
Let's have a look at this replay. She might have dropped it. And she gets over, but that might be a play. No, but I think potentially that.
Yeah, that is a try, Paitiri. Tarai or Piro, if you like. So that's a try which puts New Zealand in the front, 14 points to 10.
Yeah, just that, as we thought, hey, like we say, we're not the refs, we're not the Kaiwaho there, Nums. We're just some oozy-doozy commentators up here in this box. But hey, we must acknowledge our referees, our Kaiwaho. They do a great job. They've been out here all day I think the first round was 8:30 this morning, and they're still here at 6:50, nearly 7 o'clock now. So, hey, we've got a mihi to our referees that do an awesome job out there today.
Nice, Paitiri. And speaking about acknowledgements and mihi there, Paitiri, hey, just want to give mihi to the top dog of the police force, the New Zealand Commissioner. Is that what you call it there, Paitiri?
Yep.
Mr. Richard Chambers. I've seen him down there in his uniform. Obviously the head of police there. Obviously his name's Richard Chambers, but today, being the Tuakana tournament there, Paitiri, today his name is Rawiri Chambers.
Yeah.
The Māori word for Richard is Rawiri, and no doubt Rawiri would be happy with that conversion, because that adds another 2 points to the New Zealand police force team. Hopefully, Rawiri, if you're listening there, mate, hopefully you can waive a couple of my parking tickets. That'll be very appreciated there, my mate. But hey, back into the action now, 16 points to 10. Kiwis in front there, Pot.
Yeah, most definitely. I might ride on the back of that there, Nams, too. I've got a few parking tickets that I've racked up over the last couple of weeks coming to the tournament, so hopefully you can wave some for me too. But back to the action now. New Zealand, Aotearoa. A spring in their step there from that try now as they look like energy around the rock.
That was a halfback there, Paitiri, with their first settle, Serena Clark. She's obviously a coach as well, player coach.
Oh, and here's this Wahine here, this Wahine tour, Victoria Edmonds. She's done a great job there in the middle there. Obviously got herself 2 meat pies. But New Zealand now just getting over the halfway here. 52 metres out of their half with Australia trying to contain the Kiwis, and a good show and go there from the Kiwis, but nevertheless good defence there showing on the edges of Australia.
All the momentum now, Paitiri, with the Kiwis there. They've found a little bit of a spring in their step, and they've got to the last tackle with a great kick downtown. Emma Sykes there. She's been doing wonders with her footwork right now. Oh, I'm not too sure if she's a former touch player there, Paitiri, but especially with that footwork there, it's very impressive from the number 1, getting her team out of trouble, as well as this young lady here as well, making their way. Oh, and just as we talk about how good they've been just to get out of their red zone, a little error just like that creeps into their game. So the Kiwis now, they'll get the scrum feed here.
Yeah, no, unfortunate there for woman in yellow there from Australia. The police force, that is. They won't be too happy with that. Coach Simon Taylor. A bit of a coach killer, that one, but nevertheless, Aotearoa, New Zealand, will get the ball back in position from a Noroke, a scrum. As we look to get back into action now. New Zealand still fighting. Get up ahead of the field as just before the halfway line now. So a little step, little offload there. Goes back to a teammate. She gets up and plays the ball just over the halfway. And good little short ball there. Just to try and get her through the hole, but Australia not letting her in easy there. This is the second row, Casey James. Kiwis now. Clark goes to her teammate, Geneva Rudy.
Yes, captain on her defensive effort there, Steph Hancock. Slams her down.
And Clark, she's been heavily involved. That's Serena Clark, halfback steering the ship there for Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Yeah, definitely one of the standouts so far there, Paitiri, is Clark in the back and Edmonds in the forwards. Oh, look at that replay there, Paitiri, because that was some great footwork there and trying to get the kick away, but who was that? The captain, once again, Steph Hancock there, showing us how tough her shoulders are. Australia now. Same thing, they want to try too many things fancy here. I want to just play it nice and easy, nice and safe, up the middle, just trying to gain some yards and probably get to their kick. But the Kiwis there, defense standing firm on the 40-meter line. 60 meters away from the try line are Australia. Still trucking it forward, making another valuable 10 meters up the field. Still going, just opting just to chew up the meters quite happily. Chewing up the meters there are Australia. Getting to their kick now. Great kick. Is that going to stay in field? It is. What an awesome kick there. And it does. It just goes over.
As we look to the replay there, just unfortunate there as Joss had it. Hope to keep it in there and put a bit of pressure on New Zealand. So Aotearoa now. 20-meter tap out of their half in the lead, 16-10 over Australia. The police force women's team here at Rotorua International Stadium. So we get back into the action now. So Victoria Edmonds gets up and plays the ball, the co-captain there. Goes back to her teammate as she gets wrestled to the ground by two yellow jerseys from Australia. 35 meters out of their half. Australia doing a good job to contain them and keep them down this end. They'll be hoping to force a mistake, and New Zealand will be looking to hopefully get down to the other end of the field with some field position, maybe potentially with a kick. But let's see what they can string together here. Coming back to this left-hand edge here is New Zealand, and an inside ball just peeks her head through, but caught in a tackle there. But so New Zealand now just over the halfway. They go to the air. A bomb. Here for Australia. And great take there from Australia. From the, I think that might be the fullback there, Nums. Emma Sykes. She's been a feat here in this matchup. And got at the back there as Emma Sykes been. So Australia now just coming out 40 meters out of their half here as New Zealand trying to keep them down here, and a few calls there from sideline and the teammates for offside, which I think the Kaiwa Wall, the ref, has picked up on that. So yeah, there will be an offside. Minute penalty going towards Australia. So Australia going to get a fresh set of 6 now. New Zealand find themselves back on defense here. They're going to have to work hard to keep the Australians out. Australia now tries to take on the line there is Australia.
He'll come in here now. Kiwis holding them out. Australia 25 meters away from the try line. Still trying to find a little gap where they could cause some damage, but the Kiwis defense firm at the moment. The number 9, the hooker, Christy Saint there. Just getting told to play it on the mark. 5th and final tackle. Let's see what Australia can do. They can see some numbers out wide. Still playing hot ball like a hot potato. And that'll be pure try time. As you look at this here, Paitiri. It's the 5th and final play. Nice little skip ball out wide, opting to go through the hands. You can see a little bit of space out wide and a little bit of a pop ball back on the inside to the centre to score another 4 points for Australia, which keeps them back in the hunt with a 2-point lead to obviously the Kiwis.
As see Australia now just lining up the kick there, hoping to get these 2 points here as 16-14. We've got a game on our hands. It's a close one, so much needed 2 points here for Australia. The number 7 Joss Haddad going for the extra 2 points. Let's see how well she can kick from right to left here is headed, and unfortunately just heads off to the right of the post, so that leaves the scores remain locked in at 16-14. We have a 2-point game on our hands, Whānau. Do not go anywhere. We still have another game actually after this, at the conclusion of this game. But just quickly, as I mentioned, Whānau, 0800 new cops. If you want to be a cop, if you want to be a pirihimana here in Aotearoa, please don't hesitate to go reach out. Call 0800 new cops, or better yet, head to their website, and that's newcops.govt.nz. And who knows, you might become maybe potentially a canine dog handler like my mate here, Nams.
Yeah, well, Pai, first song that comes to your mind when you think of police, mine will probably be Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
What you gonna do? How about you on there, Pai?
Probably whoop whoop. It's the sound of the police.
As we get back into the action now, New Zealand off to kick this ball, and off the back fence, just trucking her way up the middle of the field. There is Megan Cameron. Great run there, just short of the 40-metre line, Australia. Just creeping their way forward. The woman in yellow and green, or gold and green, whichever way you want to look at it. Just sending one runner up at this stage, Australia. There's the lock forward there. They've obviously got a game plan that they're trying to stick to. Here's the hooker. She's been very dangerous. A little bit of speed out here as well. But Serena Clark there. Fifth and final now. Rutu Tuarima. Tackle 5. Australia, no doubt, going to get the little grubber kick there. And there's a chase on there, Paitiri, but caught well by the New Zealand police, but even better defense there by Australia. Yes, it'll be a taka whana, a drop kick. Taka is to drop, whana to kick. If you get back into the action now, there's another 12 minutes. Some heavy Kiwi defense is Gabby Suckling. 12 metres away from the trial, and they go down the blind side. Australia hot on attack there, but the Kiwis meet their rivals, arch rivals. Once again, this hooker, she's been very deadly, and she's going to go over there, Paiti.
Yeah, as we look at that replay now.
And on this replay here, nicely done. She's been outstanding since she's been on the field. Very strong, elusive, and fast is Macy Simpkins. Adding an extra 4 points to her Australian police team.
Yeah, so all of a sudden we have Australia in the lead in this game, and with New Zealand being in the lead majority of the game. So as I mentioned before, finally we have a game on our hands. Australia in the lead over the New Zealand Police Force Wahine team, 18-16 with the kick conversion to come. But yeah, what a game we have had so far, and no doubt Australia will be wanting to get these 2 points over the two sticks here to push the lead out even more.
Yeah, just waiting here, focusing, concentrating. Look, getting into her ritual. Fix it, but it's going to stay right of the upright. So that keeps the score at Takoma Waruki to Takoma Ono in favour of Australia, 18 points to 16.
Yeah, Australia just unfortunate the last two times to not be able to convert the 2 points. So Australia and New Zealand still well within this game. Let's see if they opt to go for a long kick, or I don't know, potentially maybe a short kick here in arms, but no doubt they might just want to back their D and keep Australia down other end of their field here. So, oh man, we're looking outside this commentary box here out into the field, and what a sun Tamanui Te Rā is hitting us, and what a beautiful day it is But as we look to get back into the action now, Australia with the ball back in hand and a bit of a spring in their step here is Australia after putting some more points on the board and getting in the lead as well. 18-16 over Aotearoa New Zealand Police Force Wahine. Let's see if New Zealand can hold the Australians out here as they are hot on attack here. And some good tackle, good defense here.
Great tackle there, Potter. That was Serena Clark with that Rutu.
As we look into the replay, Aotearoa now, can they have the ball back in hand? So they're going to have a fresh set of 6 here to throw around the ball in their half. Australia going to look to pride themselves on defense here, keep the Kiwis out. We can't rule out this Kiwis team. They've had some good go forward with the likes of Victoria Edmonds and her teammates there, Casey James and Geneva Rudy, just to name a few there. So see the Kiwis now, 28 meters out now from their try line. Let's see what they can string together here on this left-hand edge. There's Clark now. Oh, good drawn pass, but no, that might be a knock-on. And yes, I think the ref will rule that on knock-on. Let's check out the replay here as we see Clark show go. Try to give a bit of a short ball, but unfortunately that will be a taka whakamua, a knock-on in Māori. Taka whakamua. So Australia now will regain ball position here with the nonoke, the scrum, 20 meters out of their half.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
I think maybe back to Aotearoa New Zealand there now.
Yeah,
with the scrum.
Victoria Edmonds right there marching her way. Every carry she's had today has been very impressive there, Potter, as well as their defense efforts. See how strong Australia defense are, and they are quite strong on this occasion. Tackle 2 now, driving the Kiwis back. Little cutback play, and there's that Wahine Toa once again. Victoria, the captain. Oh, some solid running there by New Zealand, Aotearoa. 5 meters away from the try line now.
But Lloyd now goes short ball, tries to go back inside. Maybe a recount. Still going. Aotearoa still going. Oh, some good defense showing there by Australia. And let's look at this replay here, Nams.
Yeah, just some great ball skills there, but even some body on the line defense there shown by the Australians.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. There's the Australians and setting some good precedents there in the defense department here today in this matchup. So Australia now going to get a roll ball. 10 meters in the field out of their half here as Australia now back on attack.
Yeah, some heavy defense there from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Australia working their way out of their red zone. They sort of want to just try and get out of this area of the field. They do that. Macy now, you got to watch her from dummy half. There's the lock forward. Gregory. He's met by the defense of the inspirational captain there, Victoria Edmonds. Once again, Edmonds working very hard. Australia now just having a look, looking any little holes there, but it ricochets off Clark, yeah, Serena Clark. Macy comes up with the ball, very solid and strong.
Oh, still 50 final there.
Oh, still 50 final, didn't play at it. Referee's going to call a knock on. No, he's going to say play on. Great take there by the centre, the number 3 for the New Zealand team.
Yeah, that's Brittany Wallace-Sharp. Had to juggle the ball there and up on the ground, but she did a good job that. But Australia now going to hold the Kiwis out. This is where it matters most. This deep in the game, there's not too much time left remaining. So if New Zealand, Aotearoa, Wahine Police Force Rugby League team have got to do something now to try to close this gap here. As we see New Zealand barging up on the left-hand side, right-hand side, should I say, coming out of halfway now is New Zealand. Some great little ball skills here on that right-hand edge. So you see the centre now, that in person, Brittany Wallace-Sharp gets up and plays the ball, and Australia not letting them off the hook easy. They're going to get some points on the board. They're going to make them work for it as Australia, with New Zealand now 40 metres out from the try line, and a little kick through, ricochets off Australia. Good little footwork here, still last, 5th and final. But our Kaiwa, he will say, I think that will be a roll ball. So that will be a handover now. Australia gonna get the ball back in position here.
Yeah, Australia now weaving their way across the field. There's the number 2, Brooke Walker. Nice little scoop there from the centre, Shannon Piccinelli. Boards are getting involved now through Gabby Suckling. Had a busy evening here out on the field here, Suckling. Little short ball, backdoor play. Little washing machine step there by the number 4, Shannon. She's met on the 40-metre line. That's the red line that you see. Back to the captain there, Hancock there. Takes the tackle, does a sensible thing on the 30-metre line. Rutu Tuarima. Tackle number 5, that ball's high and it's gone big in there. It's gone backwards though. The referee is saying, hey, that was knocked back, so that'll be a play the ball.
Yeah, as you see, New Zealand, not too much time remaining in this matchup, probably just under 5 minutes to go here, so New Zealand, there's something to do. In terms of time, it's got to be now as New Zealand look for the offload, but it does go to ground. Looking to the replay there will be a knock on here, so Australia going to get some ball position and prime field territory here.
Yeah, and as I can see here, Poiteri, inspirational leader, co-coach Serena Clark, she's come off the field there. She's holding a body part. Good to see these Wahine here embracing in a hug. One of the Australian players there coming over to hug Serena Clark. So as we look back in on the action now, there's the try scorer early on, Macy Simpkins. She tries to take a dart out of the half there. Hancock now. She's met some heavy defense there by Aotearoa, New Zealand. Ball comes back out towards the middle of the field, just trying to have a look. They can peekaboo through that defensive line. Getting closer and closer. They've got numbers out here on the right. The ball comes flying out wide. Step off the right foot. Great defense. Once again, Victoria with that tackle. Australia throwing everything at the New Zealand Police Force. New Zealand Police Force holding strong on defense now. Little grubber kick and it hits the referee. And the referee, he's doing a hope. It might have hit him somewhere where he didn't want it to be hit. But as we look back in on the replay now, we'll just see what the referee is going to call. So it goes through, bang, and he does, I'm going to blow that whistle and just have a bit of a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Yeah. So, is he saying, hey, that's going to be a scrum feed to the Kiwis? I was in the way there, team, and I apologise for that. But he's regathered himself there, Poiteri. He's back on the job.
Yeah, he's done a good job in the middle, has he? And like I mentioned, Whānau, he has been doing the mahi all day today here at day 1 at the Tuakana tournament here at Rotorua International Stadium. So big mihi go now to not only our Kaiwa, but also all our volunteers and all our people who are doing the mahi today. But as we get back into the action now, the Kiwis. Not too much minutes remaining in this matchup, Whānau. Let's see if the Kiwis can do it. Australia have been doing a good job at holding the Kiwis up this last quarter here. New Zealand now if they've got to do something, they've got 60 metres to try string together as we shoot back to the right hand and they put it on the foot. But Australia just let it go. So Australia going to tick the time down and let the clock run out. As I mentioned, it shouldn't be too long to go now. And there is the final hooter. Australia successful in beating the Kiwis here at International Stadium. The police force of Australia and New Zealand here for our wahine. Australia taking this game now 18-16. What a game there was.
Hey, first of all, congratulations to Australia, to everybody in Australia, including our First Nations, our Indigenous whānau over there. Hey, what a great game, and it just shows right there, Pochi. I don't know if the cameras caught the coach's box and the sub bench. Everybody's ecstatic, so they should be. This is representing your country, representing your workforce, and what a great game of rugby league. Hey, New Zealand, Aotearoa, they can hold their head up high as well. Pochi, we've been treated to an excellent game, a great game, and yeah, just hopefully these wahine enjoy their night. I can smell some hangi around there, Pochi. I'm not too sure it's for them or for us. But, hey, what a spectacular game that we've had on our hands now.
Yeah, what an awesome feat to the community as well. Obviously, as I mentioned, we had our tuakara tournament here by Aotearoa New Zealand Māori Rugby League, followed up by these awesome games that we've had. And the first game, a matchup of the police forces here with the wahine. The Australia taking out that game, but like you mentioned there, Nams, credit to also the New Zealand girls taking nothing away from them. They've done an awesome job as well. So big mihi going out to both teams, and a big mihi actually going out to everyone tuning in. Not only here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, but also over the Trans-Tasman there in Ahitereiria. So a big g'day, mate, going over to our whānau over there in Australia.
Fair income there, Paitiri. Hey, and just a couple of quick shout-outs once again. Just to our major sponsor of our tuakara tournament, One Foundation, sponsors for the New Zealand Police, Jono Zesta, Ray White Pukikohe, Tat Sport, Woolworths, Rotorua, D52 Gym, Black Dog Properties, and Police Sport. Hey, whānau, if you're looking for some employment, 0800 New Cops. If you want to become a police officer, or if you just want to be like myself and Paitiri and eat all the hangis up in this commentary box, give us a bit of a buzz. But we're going to probably take a quick break, and we'll be back with the men's team. Looking forward to this one there, Pai.
Yeah, beautiful Nams. Yep, you heard it here first, whānau. So there is a men's game coming up very soon. So please do not go anywhere. Don't change your channel. Don't X off the live stream. Keep it running, and you'll see a game coming up real soon. So we'll have our men's coming up real soon. So stay tuned, whānau. Mautu mai.
Congratulations to both of our teams for the fantastic match played here at the International Stadium. And New Zealand Police and Australian Police, Wahine in the police force, fantastic mahi up there. Ladies, you were absolutely fantastic. It was a great game to watch. We're looking forward to, of course, next year's fixture as well. And yes, that's starting. Give a round of applause for our two men's sides. Taken to the field now. A fantastic match. And definitely plays very short, okay? The teams are now lining up for the national anthems of both of their respective countries. And there we have the national anthems of both of our respective countries, Australia, New Zealand.
And our respective police forces taking action right here at Otaru International Stadium. The New Zealand side now preparing for their war cry, the haka.
Malo Palava Samoa, Malo Elele Tonga, Bula Vinaka, Fiji, Whakalofa Lahi Atu Niue, Kia ora nā, Cook Islands, Whakata Lofa Atu Tuvalu, Malo Ni, Tokelau, Mauri, Kiribati, G'day, fair dinkum, Australia. Respect to the indigenous first people of the land and all the elders. Tēnā tātou katoa, no mai, hoki mai, no mai, haru mai. Ki tēnei kēmu, i Wanganui, Aotearoa, me ahi Tereria, ko Ngāmu Puru, a topu ingoa. My name is Ngāmu Puru, and I'm here with two handsome blokes next to me. The main man, Paitiri Malatino, and our cultural advisor, the man himself, Gita Wilson. What an awesome, spectacular, long day it has been today there, brothers.
Yeah, kia ora nā, appreciate the intro and welcome back to all the listeners here. And I've got my mate here, Utah Wilson. We've brought him in actually for a bit of culture advisory. So how's it going, my mate?
I don't know about the expectations that you put on me in terms of the cultural advisor position, but yeah, because of that, I might drop the ball. But yeah, look, excited to be in the box with you handsome blokes, and to call this game between New Zealand police and Australian police. And tēnā koe Ngāmu hoki, I o mihi ki ngā iwi take o te ao, to the indigenous people of the world. It's always awesome to have them join us on our live streams, and wherever you're watching from, I hope you enjoy the coverage we've got going here.
Yeah, most definitely, Utes. And as we get back to the action now, Australia, they're not mucking around. They're straight into it for the first tackle. Oh, and this might be a bit of a stray. Oh, and the Kaiwawo is going to say, yes, sir, that is a knock-on. So, Kaiwawo, if you're going to tune in from our first game, Kaiwawo, ref in Māori.
Hey, Rudolph, hey? You know, I think what really set the tone was the haka. And especially the face-off, it was actually beautiful to see Australia just come straight up face-to-face. And you've seen in the first run, the New Zealand police force drop the ball. And then obviously on the first tackle, Australia do the same. So the Kiwis now just trying to work their way out of the green zone. Ball comes out wide and some solid-looking characters out there. First tackle now, that was the number 4, Soakai Tofa. Then number 8 there. Barry Pinnett. So New Zealand now. Just getting a feel for this game, and he's running it straight up the guts as Charlie Tola. But he's met in some heavy Australian defence. As we all know, Australians, they ain't going to shy away from the physical contact.
I think that was evident from the get-go. They didn't shy away from the haka. They stepped up to the challenge, and they're doing just that in their set of defence there.
Yeah, most definitely, Utes, as we look back in the game now. Ahitreidia, police force men's taking the ball back deep in their half as they get up and play the ball now. 35 metres out from their half is Australia coming to the middle, but New Zealand showing some good defensive efforts there. There's a bit of roly-poly there from Australia. They head back to the left now, and New Zealand all over it on defense there. As see Australia just a little juggle on the ball, but regather there as they just want to play the ball, get to the end of their set, get to their kick, as they say. But good meters here going for Australia now as they come out. Just over 40 metres into their half with a good kick here from Australia. Let's see how well this can be taken from New Zealand, and what a good take there from Aotearoa, New Zealand Police Force.
Yeah, and that was young Simon Luafa Lealo. There, the fullback, quickly taken by Alex van der Dop. The winger and fullback combining there. Australians doing well to complete their set. New Zealand now working their way up the middle, just trying to get over that 30-metre line, and they do just. Few little argy-barges, and yeah, there was a penalty there. Daniel Towie. So, just seeing what the New Zealand man will do. He's pointing to the sideline. They're opting to kick it out there. It's Aleni. Makes a 9 metres up the field there. The last time New Zealand actually had a clash was in 2024, which was last year, the Anzac clash. As we look back in on the game now, heavy defense there by Australia. The prop with the shiny hairdo. Once again, the big Pomoa, the number 10, Charlie Tola. Looking like he'll run it straight all day, but the Australians are welcoming that style of play. 45 metres away now from the try line are New Zealand. Rudolph there. Te Puhi is the vice captain. Also led the haka. Led it with a lot of mana.
Also dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, he calls that first one too.
He
The
did,
first knock
he
on.
did. You see that little cheeky hand in there from Te Puhi?
There's little Hamilton City Tigers tactics that he learned in his time there, eh, brothers?
He's been a well-established player all over the country as well. Played a bit over in Australia, over in the Cook Islands. Also played for Aotearoa, New Zealand Māoris as well. So Te Puhi got a few tricks up his sleeve.
To see Australia now. Back with the ball in hand. Oh, a bit of a check off on the outside. Makes the mini break here. Oh, some good little razzle-dazzle from Australia. Will they be able to finish it? And no. Some good cover defense there from New Zealand, and find themselves under the pump, and Australia will get a penalty. 13 metres out, and they don't muck around. They spin it straight away out to the left-hand corridor, and what a good momentum shift here. Oh, but a good tackle there. A big slam tackle, but Kaiwa Wall says that is a knock on. Let's tune in the replay here. Slammed on the ground there by New Zealand, and that loses the ball. And as you can see, the man that we were talking about before, Te Puhi Rudolph, he was celebrating that to see. So New Zealand now will get the ball back, but as you can see in the screen, we do have an injured player there from Australia. Hopefully it's nothing too serious there from that tackle there.
Yeah, look, I feel like the New Zealand police were very lucky there to only give away a penalty. Usually, when they get a bit of a break like that and give away a penalty, that's straight to the bin. Eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Professional foul. And then just followed up with that strong tackle. Looked like a bit of a whiplash as he come down to the ground. So I guess he's off for a head injury assessment, and wishing him all the best with his injury. Hopefully able to make a full recovery.
Yeah, that tackler there for Aotearoa, New Zealand, was Charlie Tola. He's had a few barnstorming runs here and showing us, hey, he can equally match his attacking skills with his strong defensive efforts as well.
So, New Zealand, Aotearoa Police Force will get the ball back here. Australia eager to get back on defense and keep them down here, as we see New Zealand now back in action now.
Yeah, so just taking that first run up the field there. That was the number 9, the hooker. Yes. Tackle 2 now, that's the number 11, Jono Cocker. A little bit around the chops there, a little bit around the nose and the mouth. But that's fine by the referee standards. Tuakai Tofa in the number 4 jersey opting to take it forward once again, and some heavy contact there from both parties. The Kiwis, New Zealand, with the win on that occasion. That's the number 3, Daniel. Backdoor plays, goes out to Rudolph, the vice captain, comes back out wide to the right, centre there, opting for a little kick. But Australia now with the ball through the fullback.
Yeah, as we can see, Peacock, Hayden Peacock, he up on that ball well there, kick through there by New Zealand. So Australia going to have to work hard to get out of here as New Zealand showing some great energy on defense here for Australia now coming out of their half, and they are fighting to get out as they play on the 40-metre line, and a good little scoop through here for Australia, but New Zealand still just managing to wrap them around the shirt. And I think this might be another stoppage here by our Kaiwawo, our referee.
Big Charlie Toa, once again aggressive on defense here, Paitini, for the New Zealand Police Force.
Yeah, they have been aggressive on defense and have been showing some great energy and momentum here on defense, but so has Australia. There's nothing short of energy they've been showing, and a great kick there actually for New Zealand, and taken well there by New Zealand.
Yeah, that's Simon Lua Fale Alo in the number 1 jersey there, the fullback. Coming off his wing now is Joshua Carr. Once again, Australia's defense right there to meet him. You can hear and feel that collision there. That was the number 12, Rapene Watts. He makes his way towards the halfway line. Making his way over the halfway line is the centre, Tofa. Aotearoa, New Zealand now. Just trying to find a little gap there. Utu Tuarima, tackle 5. Puhi Rudolph puts one up high, and it's going to find the ground there. It bounces, but that's going to be a knock-on. Play on. No, the referee, the Kaiwawo in the middle, he's saying, hey, that was a knock-on. We're going to come back and play that knock-on.
Yeah, saying a double knock-on there. So Aussie, the Kiwis must have got a hand to it as well. I think he's got the right call there. Our Kaiwawo right on the spot. But New Zealand Police now with the opportunity to show what they can do in the green zone.
And as we wait for lads to pack the scrum, as mentioned in our previous game, hey, if you want to join the cops, if you want to be a cop, 0800 new cops there, Nams.
Dog handler, you get back into the action now. Zealand trucking it forward. Just short of the 10-metre line now, 12 metres away from the try line. Are the men in black and blue.
I'm surprised I didn't see them try and go one-on-one with someone and, show what speed they've got. They probably get a lot of practice, chasing some of the whānau around.
Try. Hiro. Tārai. That's the first points of the game here. Whānau. 4 points as we look back in on the replay. There's some great footwork. And look at that strong driving run there by the number 8, Barry Pinek.
And that's definitely a display of that running that you were just talking about there, Utah. A fine display of running, actually.
Man, and there was nothing much in there. It was just one off the ruck.
Yeah, some great footwork.
Yeah,
some power. Obviously, too strong close to the line. So that puts New Zealand Police Force in front, obviously, with the first points of the game.
Yeah, and as we look to see New Zealand take upon the 2 points, I must say we must engage with our culture advisor who's kindly joined us on the commentary panel here, Nams. Just going back to, I think it was Rawiri? Rawiri,
yes,
our
right.
mate Rawiri Chambers.
Not Chad Chambers.
Not Chad Chambers, but we stand corrected. Can you just correct us on that, Utah? Yeah. We might have had that one wrong. Not Rawiri, what is it? Is it Uncle Rihari? Uncle Rihari.
Yeah, so that's just a big shout out to the head of the police, Chambers there. We see him down there, obviously in Tautoko in support of his New Zealand Police Force. Is very good to see. And we were unfortunately calling him, it was Pi's idea. Rawiri. But no, it's not David, it's Richard, so it's Rihari. Rihari Chambers, as we look here, and that conversion is successful to Aotearoa New Zealand, with the score now reading ono ki te kore. So 6 points to 0 in favour of the men in black and blue.
Yeah, Australia will be wanting to get back one up as New Zealand draw first blood, leading 6-0 over Australia. But New Zealand now going to have the ball back in hand after that great try effort there now.
Yeah, nice charging run by the try scorer, Barry Pinat. Over here, it's in brackets in his the name there, Pinat. Once again, strong run by Rapine Watts, the second rower.
And in my notes here, then Rapine Watts, he's actually playing in the tournament this weekend.
Okay.
Player for the Glenora Bears, and I'm not sure who's representing this weekend at the Māori tournament. Limited information on that front.
Yeah, well, while on that, Te Puhi Rudolph, he'll be backing up for Waikato Māori tomorrow. And as he, we just mentioned him, he flies a kick downtown, a rutu. The Māori word for kick, whana. I had my culture advisor looking at me saying, hey, he's talking about
cut it out.
or kicking. So we'll go with whana.
Yeah, big shout out to our viewers tuning in here in Aotearoa, and a big special mention over in Ahitereiria in Australia, across the Tasman. So awesome fun. I really appreciate you tuning in for this awesome matchup that we have tonight. And this is our men's game between the police force in Ahitereiria in Australia and here in New Zealand. But as we look to get back in the action now, Australia awarded a penalty here. So they're going to find themselves with a fresh set of 6. Just over the 40-metre line there is Australia. Tapping the ball here as they get back into the game, and some barnstorming runs here. These my eyes wouldn't serve me correct. I can't see those numbers there. My co-commentators might need you help there, but as we...
Yeah, that was Reese there, Poiteri, the number 16.
With Australia, good backdoor play there from Ashcroft. He goes to his counter pairs on the edge, but gets round up in a tackle with Te Puhi Rudolph, trying to gain for the ball, but Australia still going.
Very strong run there by Australia, Poit.
Yeah, great run there from Australia. Let's see if they can use this momentum shift here, and a great little ball over, but and I think that might be Whakamua as we look into the replay here. Some good shape here from Australia, just going over the floater ball, and I think this may be a Whakamua double knock on. So this ball will be back in Australia's hands, 10 metres out here for Anonoke, a scrum for Australia. So some exciting play there, Utah. Unfortunate there just to not get the ball out to the edge there.
Yeah, good read there by the edge for the New Zealand police too. He was going for that intercept, and if he was able to hold on to it, it looked like he...
100%.
I wouldn't say he would have gone all the way, because I feel like there might be some legs in the Australian side, but he would have gone a good way to going all the way.
Yeah, most definitely, Utah. And as we look to get back in the action, Ahitereiria, yet another Hamene penalty awarded to them. So, hey, no time wasted utilising this. And a short ball play. Half just getting taken out there as we see the hooker, the number 9 there, Ryan Griffin, at the dummy half. Left to his counter pair to smash up the middle there as they find themselves 5 metres out from the line now. They head back door, and a lob over, but that might be a forward pass, which our Kaiwawa, our referee, has picked up on that well as we look into the replay here. Just thought he would throw a cheeky little touch lob over, but it did find the sideline. So Aotearoa now, New Zealand back with the ball in hand. 10 metres inside their half, so they're going to have to work hard here, Nubs.
Yeah, and that they will, the Poiteri obviously leading 6 0 at the break here. They'll be definitely wanting to get out of this red zone, away from their own defending try line. And with runs like that, it's going to help their cause there. Through the number 9 there, Jesse. Coming back towards the vice-captain, Tupuhi Rudolph, tries to bump off one person. Still managing to attract a few more defenders here, does Rudolph. Tackled on the 40-metre line now. Marching their way up the field here is Simon Lua Fale Alo. Sorry, that's the number 11, Jono Cocker. Oh, a little bit of a push there. I'm not too sure if the referee's seen that. But it's play on nevertheless. With a nice little left-handed offload. Oh, but just couldn't carry that ball back in the New Zealand team.
Yeah, just unfortunate there for the New Zealanders. We see that just a little minor more knock on there from New Zealand. So Australia now will get the scrum free. The New Zealand find themselves back on defense here with a halfway scrum. Nono kit for Australia, and mihi go now to our viewers, not only here in Aotearoa, but across the ditch in Australia. But as we get back to the action now, here's the centre. That's the number 3, Peter Pakuti. Settles in for the first one, just to get the first one out the way. And a good little dash out of dummy half from Australia. Some good scramble defence here from New Zealand. Still making their way back to the line. Australia now. Momentum shift coming their way back to the middle of the play. And a good skip ball. Is he going to go? Oh, this might be a try, a penal here for Australia. Utes, let's look at this replay there, my mate.
Yeah, look, just a good show of hands from the Australian police team to go coast to coast, move the ball left to right, let the ball do the work. We always hear that around the rugby league circles. Ball's faster than the man, and it just shows there Australia going over in the corner to score their first try of this match. And while you're talking about viewers too there, Pai, just doing a little shout out here to the whānau watching down in Motueka at Te Awhina Marae. It's got a little message from my brother who's down there as well. So massive to hear that our stream is reaching, to the South Island. Yeah. But then our other New Zealand over there in Australia, we can claim that as well.
Awesome. And I know he's close friends with a lot of the boys out here. Is your brother there?
Probably not for the right reasons. But it's good to see he's tuned in to see some of his old mates.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. As we see number 4 now, the centre for the Australian Police Rugby League team. It's Matheson Johns. Oh, that Johns last name there, Nams. Let's see if he's got the kicking ability. Potentially it might be his uncle there, but let's see how well he puts it on the toe here as he tries to go for extra 2, and not a bad take there, but just right of the upright. So the score's going to remain at 6-4. New Zealand leading over the Australian Police Force here at the Rotorua International Stadium, which I must mention has been an awesome day today for day 1 of the Tuakana tournament here in Aotearoa in Rotorua.
Speaking of Johns here, I think you're referring to Andrew Johns, but it must have been just John Devonshire.
JD.
Yeah, look, and probably just a little bit of an explanation for those over in Australia who may have just tuned in for this match. We have our New Zealand Māori Rugby League Tuakana tournament, which I guess is the equivalent of the Kuri or the Murray knockouts for the indigenous people of New Zealand, of Aotearoa. So, we've got that tournament finals day coming up tomorrow. So, if you want to tune in and watch some more Māori Rugby League, 8:30 kickoff tomorrow, Aotearoa New Zealand Māori Rugby League YouTube channel.
Yeah, beautiful, brother Utah. And as we look to get back into action, Australia reward themselves, shall I say the Kawawa rewarded them with a penalty. So, going to gain themselves 20 metres up the field now as a good kick. Shown, displayed there by Australia as we look to see them just 35 metres out of their half now. With a tap here as Australia with the ball. Bit of a spin and roll here. The Australia now just working their way down their blind hand side. Trying to cards down on that short edge, but as they head back to the middle now, Australia and New Zealand showing some good defensive efforts to try and hold them out as best as they can with that man there with a short ball from Ashcroft. I thought he was away for a second there. They're going to shoot back down to this blind hand side, and let's see what they can do. And they will score another 4 points. Let's have a look at this replay here, Utah.
Yeah, look, just like the last try, they got a little bit of momentum or quick play the ball, and the New Zealand defence had to tighten up to make that tackle, and Australia knew where the space was. It's out on the edge. They get the ball out. Ball's faster than the man.
It's definitely Utes, and what a good skill set shown there by the Australian men's police force here at Rotorua International Stadium. New Zealand probably just be under the post there, having a bit of a corridor, having a talk with their team, just to, I guess, make some corrections on some of their defensive efforts there on their red zone here. So Australia now, they find themselves in the lead, 8-6, leading over the New Zealand police force here at Rotorua International Stadium. And here goes that man there. He's back on the kicking duties. Flicked his headgear away. Hopefully he's hoping to be able to slot the 2 points here to put his team a bit more in the lead now.
I must say there quite some beautiful artwork as well. You see on his arm and also his leg as well. I'm not too sure. They could be Samoan, but it looks a bit like your ones there. Paitiri.
Yeah, no, most definitely. But as he lines up the kick now, kicking from left to right, back to the middle, and strikes well, but unfortunately to the right of the upright. So that's going to leave the scores locked in at 8-6, Australia leading over the New Zealand police force. And if you're around, whānau, to our Aotearoa New Zealand viewers here in New Zealand, as Utah mentioned just before, if you are around Rotorua, around the Te Arawa area, please, whānau, don't forget to pop in. Obviously, you can watch the live stream at the comfort of your own home, but what better yet than live footy right in front of you, live on direct. So come on down, Rotorua International Stadium tomorrow, Popo, which will be having finals day for our Tuakana tournament here at Rotorua International Stadium. But as we look to get back into the action, and I must remind you, 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, whānau, make sure you make your way down here. Yeah, you got to be here.
It's free too, so there's no money excuse that you can pull.
100%. You just get down here, whānau. But Australia now found their way up the field quite quickly here as they decide to go down the right edge, and taking it to the line there is Australia. They're going to make another mini break, and oh, look at this. Oh, good defense shown there by New Zealand. Australia showing some good skillful play. Ball just goes straight down to the ground. Good ball. Oh, he's still going. He's going to do it. He's going to get down for yet another 4-point try here for Australia. Let's look at the replay here, Utah.
Yeah, look, it's just become a theme. Australia, when they make a break, they know where the space is. They know that New Zealand have to compress, and Aussie just not scared to let the ball go. They've got the skill in their halves to be able to throw those cutout passes, and they get the ball to the other edge. So Aussie, back-to-back tries.
Yeah,
back-to-back tries.
Oh, 100%, Utah. And like you mentioned, they are not scared to throw this ball around. A lot of skill showing out there from the Australian police force side. As we see, I think that may have been the try score. I don't know how my whānau, these numbers are getting me. I'll try my best to see these white numbers on the yellow jerseys. Whoever designed the jerseys might need to take a second look at them and say, hey, we might need to put some darker numbers on the back for some blind people like myself. But or a green number, yeah, or a green number, green or black or darker. But 12-6, Australia lead over the New Zealand police force with the kick conversion to come. And man, what a game we've had on this first half. Just reflecting back on our last game too, then with our wahine. That was an awesome game, which Australia taking that. But as we look to get back to the kick, unfortunate there. Swinging the kick to the right of the upright. So that's going to leave the score at 12-6. Australia leading over the New Zealand Police Force.
New Zealand Police Force just walking back to halfway, not in too much of a hurry. I believe this game 40-minute halves, brothers?
Yes.
So we're going to go till midnight by the looks of things.
Yeah, it is. It is getting a bit dark out here, Utah. But hey, we love it. Futebol Riki Rugby League game we love so much, but we're back into it now. This is Australia back with the ball in hand, and a good take there from the man. He's no slowing down. There's the big fella. Australia now making some good momentum go forward here. Some good meters here, keeping New Zealand on their toes and honest in defense. This is Australia as they just come out of the 40-meter line of their half and poking the nose through of the New Zealand defensive line, and they will get a penalty as well. A harm in it. That's a penalty in Māori. So New Zealand just guilty of giving away some easy penalties there, with Australia scooping up on those opportunities and giving them some prime field position here. So
looking at all the body language as well there, Paitiri, you know, the penalties are coming from tired players. You know, a lot of fatigue there shown by Aotearoa New Zealand, and the Australians literally got all the momentum and they're not taking the foot off the pedal at this stage. It's just as I say that, who was it? None other than, I think that is Te Pui. We'll have a look. Yes, it is. He's like a thief in the night there, young TP. So New Zealand now, Aotearoa, back on with the ball in hand. Great little snatch there by Te Pui. He's the winger there, Alex van der Dom. Also the man in charge of the conversions as well. Aotearoa, they know they've got to try and get down to the other end of the field. Running nice and hard and straight is Michael Valamua Roatia. Just over the halfway line now. Coming out to the left edge of the field, trying to get that offload away in traffic. Is probably never ever the best idea. These 50-50 passes going to not help Aotearoa New Zealand's causes. But Australia now, they're going to have no problem with that. A little bit of a argy-bargy in the play the ball area.
Yeah, Australia going to get the ball back yet again, and it's a bit of a slow play the ball here. Actually a bit of an injury for Australia as we see that man there, the number 13, Hayden Ashcroft. He's been busy in the middle of the field there today for Australia. It's 45 metres out of their half now. Good short ball here from the big fella. Still going. Makes his team a few metres here for Australia now. New Zealand's going to want to keep them down here, and it ricochets off the shoulder. It will be New Zealand's ball.
Yeah, just a little bit of messy play there from both teams. A little bit of a rip ball as well from Australia. Trying to throw it, goes off just about a falcon. Comes off the left ear, and then once again just couldn't help himself. Say, hey, I'm going to rip this ball up. But it'll be our nonoke, the Māori word for scrum. Nonoke. In favour of the men in black. Goes the hooker now. He's the acting half. Beats the scrum. Comes back towards the middle of the field. Winger gets involved now. Joshua Carr. He takes the first settle now. Curtis Kenny making his way onto the field in the hooker position in the number 14. Comes from a legendary rugby league family, does Curtis Kenny. Horo, Mark and Shane Horo. Kiwis. Former Kiwis. See a little bit of a injury here. Looks like he's holding his eye, or might have been a little bit of a clash, a head clash perhaps.
It looks like he might have got a boot to the dome.
Yeah, bit of a clash for both of them as Curtis Kenny on the ground there and other Australian player. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but just looking in there, that replay there. Bit of a head clash there for young Curtis, and I think maybe a bit of a boot to the head for our Australian Whanonga there.
Yeah, just while we're on here, I can see Tapui Rudolph and Curtis Kenny in the screen here. Big shout out to the Hamilton City Tigers club there. Both boys play for Hamilton City Tigers. Well, Tapui, a former Tiger member, now applying his trade up there in the land of Ngāpuhi.
Yeah, and awesome to see. All right, everything is all good because the last thing we need is injuries today for our lads running out on the field. But New Zealand now, they're ready to get back into action.
He Rudolph acting hooker. Australian calling for forward, and they get that right there. As you look back in on the replay here.
Yeah, just unfortunate there in the arms. Just a little short ball that the Kawawa, the referee, spotted well and truly from where he was. So, Australia going to get the ball back here. As we back in now, just over the 40-metre line for an Onuke scrum. Australia coming back to this right edge here. New Zealand contain them well. There's the second row. That's Jackson Clark. Another barnstorming run there from that man there. Josh Calgagno, the prop there for Australia. This man here, he's been busy and he's trying to go for a little offload, but he's wrapped up with the ball. There's the number 13, Hayden Ashcroft. Busy in the middle. Australia keeping the New Zealand team honest here around the ruck. Checking around the A, B, C defenders as they're keeping it tight, and good barnstorming runs. Let's see if they can push it out to the edge here as Australia not afraid to fire the ball. Going for a bit of a grubber through New Zealand, regather. Oh, this might be a penalty. Oh, nope. This will be a goal line dropout here from our Kawawa as we look into the replay.
Yeah, I think it was only on the chin. It wasn't above the eyes, so play on.
Yeah, that's play on, ref. That's all good.
Hard done by there, eh?
Viewers here. That's local football back here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'll let those little ones slide.
Yeah, and I think if I'm looking at both these teams, I think there's a different style to both of them, where the New Zealand Police, they came out and they're quite physical. And that's not to say that Australia weren't, because they stood up to the challenge. Definitely, and right. they weathered that physicality early on in the match. But they've got a bit of ball movement and ball skill about them as well, and know how to use the ball to their advantage.
Yeah, 100%. And like you mentioned before, yeah, Utes, Australia are not afraid to spin the ball, but before they spin the ball, they do a good job at setting the platform in the middle there, not afraid to attack just at the back of the ruck there. Zealand trying their hardest just to keep them out of the try line, and a good short ball here and an offload. This might be numbers here on this left-hand edge. Oh, there's that person again, but oh, he's held up, and watch the scoop. He's going to get through. And let's have a look at this replay. Let's see what our Kawawa says. And it is a try. Pito awarded here for Australia. As we see in the replay, just a cheeky little scoop. And as you can see in the background, our Kawawa, he's happy with that. So they're going to add 4 points on the board there for Australia as they sneak themselves a bit more further into the lead over New Zealand. 16-6. Australia leading over New Zealand Police Force with the kick to come.
Yeah, it's off the, we thought it looked like they had covered that that edge and got across with their scramble, but they both allowed him to get up quick and take that scoop over on the sideline. And I don't know if we can get a close-up shot of our touchy on that, on that side of the field. He looks like a young fella, and man, massive to see, the pathways in rugby league, not outside of playing. So, man, massive ups to the young fella on the touchy.
We were
Yeah.
just talking about that as well, the Utah, before you walked in. The women's game, we acknowledged them and exactly
massive.
what you're saying. So it's good that we all see the same thing. And it's a great pathway here. And also in the commentary box as well there, Utah, we've had some people up here like Te Ohake up here. And there's pathways everywhere. Referee, players, linesmen, up here, the commentary box.
Administration. yeah,
Administration. We just haven't managed to find anyone as good as Patara Berriman at the moment with the ground announce and everything he does hit the Utes.
Yeah, look, Patara's something else, that fella. He kōtuku rerengatai, as we say. He's like the white heron. You don't see many of those kind of people. So New Zealand Police looking to get us back underway. The thing that's kind of holding Australia back from extending their lead is their kicks. They're 4 tries up, but only 16 points, no kicks. So New Zealand are well in this game if they can post some points and get the kicks, get the conversions.
Yeah, 100% Utah, totally agree. As we look into the clock there, we've got about 4 minutes remaining of this first half, so New Zealand want to give a fair crack here, hopefully try and get some more points on the board before they head into half-time. But Australia just losing the ball there as we look into the replay, and that will be a Takawhakamua knock on there from Australia. There it is there. Credit to the defender there, the hooker there for New Zealand there now.
Yeah, Jess there, he's been in the thick of everything as well. Obviously Aotearoa, New Zealand needed that just to force the error. Now that they have the ball in hand over the 50-metre line. See Te Puhi Rudolph there, one of the halves, just trying to set up the boys out wide. Saying, hey, bro, you take the first one, try and muscle your way through, and then we'll set up the next play. As all good halves do. Puhi takes a little dart out of dummy half. Kenny now in the hooker roll. Goes back out to this strong running prop there, and Charlie Pollock. Offload there once again. Curtis Kenny, another offload there to Jesse. All still got to go out wide, and great around the legs tackle from the number 3 from Australia, one of the danger men, Peter Pakoti. Zealand now, Aotearoa just trying to throw the ball around, seeing what they can come up with, but this Australian defense holding strong. Still throwing it around the New Zealand Aotearoa men. 5th final now, Rutu. And there's a harm in there, a penalty, so it'll be another fresh set of 6 to the men in black.
I don't know if it catches it at the back end of this replay. He tries to go for a quick tap and get the cheeky try out, and he does the salute to the sky.
Go, once again, Charlie Otola, hard man, taking the courage runs on the first tackle. Curtis Kenny, to Pui Rudolph. Rudolph now throws a couple of dummies and says, hey, there's some numbers out wide, and they kick it on the second tackle. And so do Australia as well. They say, hey, you can kick it, I'll show you our kick as well.
Yeah, look into the replay there. Good little placement kick there from the fullback from New Zealand, forcing Australia to no other option but to kick it there. So New Zealand are going to get one last crack here before half-time, and they're going to hope to get some more points on the board.
Yeah, I think that little play there was because they looked up at the scoreboard. So the scoreboard here at the stadium, whānau, has a different time on it, and it's over 40 minutes. So they probably assumed that half-time was coming soon. So yeah, we're about 20 seconds away from half-time here.
Yeah, Aotearoa now 25 metres away from the try line. Once again, Charlie. Ooh, he's meeting some heavy defence there by his opposite prop, Te Puhi. 5 metres away from the try line now. Curtis
to the
Kenny
right.
goes back to the left. There's Nahuda, there's Jesse. He's going to just try and do something here. He'll want to throw the ball. There's a few numbers out wide, out there to the left there. If you can hear the players saying, go, 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 go. A bit faster than the commentators. And the ball's still around like the Harlem Globetrotters. It's still alive there. Coming back now, Curtis Kenny. What can he do with the ball? Tries to throw it right out and it throws it into the Australian defenders as we look back in on the replay here. A little bit of a argy-bargy, willy-nilly, thrown it around and it gives him a hoogie. The ball on the nose there of the New Zealand. So obviously going into this, the end of the first half, 16 points to 6 there, boys. What a game that we've had so far in the first half.
Yeah, what a game we have had on our hands for this first half of this matchup, boys. And, man, really impressed with Australia. They've not scared to throw it around here in their first half. Actually impressed with their skill level as well as, and New Zealand not taking anything away from New Zealand. They probably just got to piece together a few other things there, Utes. But second half, we're in for a big second half. What are we looking for the second half, the Utes?
Well, I hope it's something like the end of the first half for New Zealand Police. I feel like they deserve the try for effort, but yeah, unfortunately, the ball just not ending up in the hand. So, man, if this first half is anything to go by, I'm excited for the second half. So with that, we'll go to a quick break and we'll come back with the second half of action very shortly. Stay tuned.
Here we go. Once again, our team's back out on the field for the second half. And this Tasman battle between our police forces. Australia go into the second half, 16 points to 6. 40 minutes to go. Let's give these boys a round of applause and welcome them back onto the field.
No mai, hoki mai whānau, welcome back to the second half between New Zealand Aotearoa Police versus Australian Police. Hey, we've got a new culture advisor here with us today there, Paitiri. Utah, he's gone and collected all the hangi, preparing that for us today. And we've got none other than also himself, the man himself, multicultural advisor there, and Jeremy Seal-Lepa, the man that you'll see with all the video edits out there today. Jez, happy to have you up here, brother, and good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. It's a pleasure to be here, mate, and be in your space. Good game of footy going on.
Yeah. Awesome to have you up here, Big Jizza. With a bit of a multicultural and a multi-talented guy. Comes straight in from the camera to the commentary team. But as we get back into the action now, whānau, Australia, hot on attack here, coming up to the 40-metre line. Is Australia, bit of a slow play the ball here. From the winger there from Australia, just flexing his shoulder there. Bit of a hit from the team, but New Zealand now back on defence here is Australia. Getting down to the other end of the field, and a good kick there placed by Australia. New Zealand getting the ball bouncing. New Zealand now hot on attack.
Yeah, that's Simon Lua Fale Alo there, taking the first carry of this second half for the New Zealand Aotearoa Police Force. Been one of the standout players in the first half as well. New Zealand Aotearoa just making their way up to the halfway, in a collision once again with the big man Charlie Tola. He's been in amongst all the collision, as well as this man here, Jesse Fijian Bula Vanaka, toying with the Australian defenders at the moment. Caught 9 metres away from the try line now. New Zealand, ball flings out to the vice-captain, Tupuhi Rudolph. Rudolph now. There's a nice little grubber kick, and that's going to be a Piro to the number 2. That's his second try, Alex Vanderdop. As we look back in on the replay there, Jerry, talk us through this there, brother Jezza.
Yeah, some good vision there from the half there, bro. Putting a little chip at the back there and a good chase. You know what they say, mate. The kick's only as good as his chase, and the winger there did a great job, mate, and got the meat pie in the corner.
Beautiful. I couldn't have said it any better than that there, Jez. Hey, Jerry, I know a lot of these guys obviously wearing the fern on them. You've actually played for New Zealand in representative status with the New Zealand residents. I can only imagine how these guys are feeling there, Jez. How do you describe the feeling when you made the team?
Yeah, mate, it's a big deal, eh, bro? You know, representing your family, and not only that, the rest of the country. And these boys will be delighted and, you know, over the moon to represent New Zealand. So, yeah, man, it's good to see them out there giving it a go. I'm really impressed with the pace of the game out there, bro. It's quite fast out there.
Yeah, no, most definitely, Jizza. Yeah, man, what a feeling that must be to be able to not only represent the country, but most importantly, your whānau on the sideline cheering you on. So, yeah, what a beautiful sight that must be. But as we look to get back into the game here, the winger for New Zealand, hoping to convert the much well-needed 2 points here for Aotearoa New Zealand Police Force.
100% record at the moment has Alex Vanderdop. Obviously only scoring one try, so he's got that first conversion. Let's see what he can do now. And no, I'm not trying to put the commentator's curse on him there, brothers. And I should have just kept my waha closed there. Katia tō waha there, commentator, but obviously that keeps the score at 16-10. Jerry, I seen you, Jezza, I seen you down there earlier on. What sort of mahi were you doing down on the field in the first half there, Jeremy?
Yeah, mate. Oh, look, one of the boys is playing for the New Zealand team, and I just seen him after. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, so I thought I'd get a couple of photos of him and something he can look back at. And you know, obviously, when you're playing, you know, you don't really get the opportunity to sort of. Oh, good kick there, mate. Good kick there. You know, to sort of see it back, and I thought, you know, give him a couple of photos so he can look back at it when the game's finished, and
beautiful.
You know, when he goes back to work next week, and You know, these are things you cherish, bro. Playing for New Zealand, like you said, wearing a fern on your chest. So yeah, just doing a little favour for our mate down there.
Definitely, Jeremy, and like you too, Paitiri, you do the same mahi as Jeremy as well, and obviously being players, you guys selves, you sort of know which angles or which may be a good shot to get. I wish I had as much money as you so I could afford those flash camera gears there, Moses.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it being a player. You know, you probably anticipate the play as well as a player, but as we look to get back into the action, let's have a look at the replay here. I think there might be just maybe a bit of a Taka Whakamua knock on there from Australia. Yeah. So we've got our Kaiwawa ref. He's just pointed off a bit of time. I think there might be a bit of an injury there for one of our Australia whanaunga there on the ground.
Landed a little bit awkwardly there in that tackle there. But the vice captain, Tupuhi Rudolph, he just wanted to get back on with the action, but the Kaiwawa, the referee in the middle, just said, no, we need to come back here, mate. There's been an injury. So as you see on the screen there, the New Zealand Police Force have come into a huddle just to, no doubt, have a bit of a kōrero on what the next steps are. Yeah, beautiful day here, and obviously if you just tuned in, big mihi out to all the listeners and the viewers out there across Aotearoa and Australia. It's been, if you don't know, it's a 32nd tuakana tournament. Tuakana meaning your elders, the seniors. So that's the obviously the men and the women rugby league tournaments that we have down here for Māori. And like I said, 32 years that we've been running these tournaments, and it's just growing bigger and bigger and bigger. It starts off, I think we maybe have about 7 tournaments throughout the year. Starts off with the tamariki, which is the children, the kids. That goes from the under 10s, 11s and 12s. Then it goes up to the teina, 13s and 14s. Then the rangatahi, 15s, 16s, 17s. Then mātātahi, the under 19s. And then obviously we're here today in the tuakana tournament. So it's been a beautiful day. Grand final day tomorrow. Tune in. Fun if you want to watch some more exciting rugby league tomorrow on the Aotearoa Māori YouTube page. And hey, I know you guys you're the owners of your own destiny and your own mahi that you guys do. But if you're like me and looking for a little bit of employment, 0800 New Cops, or check out the website if you want to become a police officer. And like Paitiri keeps alluding to me, I'll be a good dog handler, sniffing out a few things out there. But yeah, and a big shout out to the Police Commissioner, Richard Chambers. Ihare is his name today, because we're here at the Tuakana tournament.
Yeah, most definitely, Nams, and I must acknowledge all of our whānau out on the field there, both wahine and tama, tāne shall I say. So they're all involved in this. They're taking time off their mahi with their annual leave to be a part of this kaupapa. So the game we love so much, that's rugby league. They're all here for that as well, and obviously to represent their whānau and their country as well in their respective line of duty. So big mihi going out to all players involved today in this awesome kaupapa.
Brothers, I know you've been here since 6 a.m. in the morning taking your videos and photographs. Bit of a highlight for you guys during today with your guys' mahi.
Yeah, man, no, it's been good getting around and seeing all the different teams coming out and representing where they come from and that. Some big hits out there, you know. I'm glad I'm on this side of the camera and on this side of the field, you know. But yeah, a lot of good skills out there, a lot of good skill sets that we can see. It sort of reminds me of you back in your day, bro. That little shimmy there and a little out on the outside there. And
I'm only shimmying to the dinner table big also, and a bit like yourself, you know, you mentioned hard hitters, and yeah, you're one of the hardest hitters, and also my mate next to me, believe it or not, he was a standoff back in his age group days, and now he's just standing off the field. And hey, I just want to give a mihi out to you guys with all the mahi you guys do with your video editing, because it's top of the line and tino rawi. As we get back into the game now, New Zealand trying to work their way out of the green zone.
Yeah, such a shame seeing the number 1 there, Hayden Peacock, coming off here. He's been having a good game today. Quite fast out the back. He's quite vocal, and yeah, he was definitely one there that was showing a little bit of leadership in that Australian team.
Yeah, well said there, Yeah, man. You know, obviously injuries and with the game being so tough and the contact, you know, unfortunate. There's going to be some injuries, whether you like it or not. And yeah, like we always do, we always care for the person first. The game comes second after the individual's health. As we see, it's like the boy Rudolph gets crunched in a Australian sandwich there, making his way just over the 40-metre line, getting to the end of their set with a great kick downtown, but Australians swoop up on their ball.
Yeah, the Australians been pretty good on there. Oh, just to say that he makes a mistake there, but like I was saying, mate, Australia's been really good. I think it's in their DNA, you know. I think growing up in Australia, footy and all the different sports that they play, even though they're playing for the police team, they definitely look like they've been playing a bit of footy throughout their career.
Competitors are right there, Jez, and we mentioned that earlier on. No matter what sport you're playing against Australia, you know you've got to play right to the last whistle. Speaking of whistle, the Kaiwawa blows this whistle for another penalty, a harm in there, offside, and the vice-captain once again, Tipuhi Rudolph, he's happy with that. So a fresh set of 6, 10 metres away from the try line. The number 12, Rapene Watts. As Utah mentioned in the first half, he'll be playing again tomorrow here at the Tuakana tournament. Having a bit of a wrestle there, the two centres going toe-to-toe, head-to-head, arm-to-arm. 22 metres away from the try line now, New Zealand goes back to charging number 8, Barry Pinet. Slowing the ball down are the Australians. Comes back out to New Zealand. Aotearoa with a no-look pass there. 10 metres away from the try line now. Australian defence holding firm. Rudolph goes for a little cheeky stab in the dark. It paid off for the first time. And it's charged down, put down, placed down from Australia. So it'll be a drop kick.
Yeah, good eyes up footy there from the pro there. Having a look and identifying the line coming up and the fullback maybe in the line there or just out of position there. It's a good vision there from the half with the vice-captain.
Yeah, most definitely there, Jez. New Zealand's been rewarded with another set, as Naz mentioned, a fresh set of 6. So let's see what New Zealand can do with the ball here.
Yeah, just applying the pressure. Aotearoa. Rudolph finds a hard running forward, marching his way, trying to get a quick play of the ball, but that was definitely messy if we look back in on the replay here. Just trying to play it maybe a bit too quick, but still haven't found his footing. Hey, I'm not a referee, boys, but what are your guys' opinions?
Yeah, no, most definitely there, Nams. Unfortunate there, just to lose his footing there, and I think he's pleading to the ref saying, hey, I think there may be a penalty, but our Kaiwawa ref man in the middle, he's saying, nope, you lost it there, buddy. So Australia now kind of regain ball position back here. Australia, they're going to look to work out of their half here. Deep in their half in their red zone, and good little semi-half break there from Australia as he plays the ball 19 metres out from his try liners. Australia gets rid of one and a barnstorming runner. Good run there, looking for the play the ball, saying he may not have been held, but no. Kaiwawa says get back to the mark there with Australia now. Whistled to the ground there by the 2 New Zealand defenders as Australia come out of the 40-metre line and bit of a chip over the top, a bounce. Oh, just unfortunate there for Australia. Let's have a look at this replay here, Jez.
Yeah, once again, man, good eyes up. Footy there, puts a nice little chip in there. Good chase there, 3 around the ball. And just unlucky with the catch there on the bounce. But look, I'm really loving the energy and the intensity from Australia. They really turned up today. I was talking to the players, one of the players, they only get 1 game. They've been there for a week, and so they're really enjoying it here. I thought they would have had a couple more games, to be honest, which we would have loved to see, It's sort of like an origin-style footy there.
Yeah, speaking of that there, Jez, it's the first international since 2018 when Australia last came over and they beat the New Zealand Police Force 24-16 in a curtain raiser for the Warriors NRL game at Mount Smart, which is Go Media Stadium. So it's been a few years in between since the last time these two forces met.
Yeah, good strong carry there from New Zealand, getting inside the 30 there. Nice high kick again from Rudolph. Oh, unlucky there on the chase.
With Australia now, just trying to plead to the Kaiwawo, the ref, for a bit of a penalty, but slow around the ruck. New Zealand just trying to slow things down, but Australia not looking to slow things down anytime soon, as coming hot off the blocks, trying to go for the offload. Fortunate there to be able to regather that ball as they come out the 30-metre line with Australia now. As I mentioned before, those numbers have been getting me all night, those white numbers on the yellow jersey. But I'll try my best there. But Australia now on the halfway. Oh, and this might be a Taka Whakamua. Let's have a look on this replay here. We see the big barnstorming forward just loses the ball as he gets up and tries to play the ball, but unfortunate there to lose it. So this will be Nonoke. A scrum awarded to New Zealand, right on the halfway there, Jez.
Yeah, you can see the ball's a bit slippery out there, boys. And, you know, New Zealand just made an error not long ago, trying to play their ball nice and fast, and Australia follow suit there. I think they just need to maybe slow it down a little bit and hold on to their ball and just look after it, eh?
Yeah, most definitely a treasure the pill out there from both teams, having trouble to try it. Retain the ball, but let's see what they can do here. New Zealand.
Nice show and go there.
Oh, good little
Oh!
The fullback there for New Zealand. He made a break. Let's have a look into the replay over here from the scrum.
Nice feet here showing from him. Squares up his man and he just goes on the outside. Show and go. Good skill there and just unlucky on the pass there.
Yeah, nah, just unlucky to get past that one. That for sure would have been a try for New Zealand. Just unfortunate there for the number 17. That's Bronson Bernard.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting fact here, boys. Terry Phillips was the last NZ police captain who played against Australia. He is now in the Australian team, the number 14 for the Australians. So, yeah, jump ship there, my mate.
Must have made the move, eh? Must have made the move.
Yeah, look, to get back into action now, Australia. Not mucking around here. Of gain themselves a bit more metres than New Zealand's liking, but some good speed out the ruck from Australia, but also some good defence shown from New Zealand. They want to keep them down here because got their tails up here, Australia has. See what they can string together, going back to the middle of the field now. Goes backdoor second play, ricochets off New Zealand. Ooh, and the Kaiwawo. There might be a double knock on. Let's look at the replay here.
First line charge down.
Yeah,
Could be the core here.
of a ricochet off New Zealand off the kick.
And then a knock on from Australia, I think may be the call here. So scrum to New Zealand. They get an opportunity now inside their 30. Talking about how good this game is, how about the uniform and the kit of these representative teams? You know, they really look. Australia's looking almost like the national team of like the Kangaroos that are playing over in the Ashes over in England. How good?
Yeah, no, it's definitely just I don't know if I'll be able to ask for one. The sizings might be a bit different, but as we get back into the game there, New Zealand with the ball in hand.
Yeah, Tapuhi Rudolph, the inspirational vice captain there. Led the haka very well as well. There's that man again, the fullback, Simon Lua Faleao. He makes his way to the 40-metre line now. Aotearoa opting to spin the ball out to the left-hand side of the field, just short of the 50-metre line.
Two numbers here on their left side, on the blind side, which they go to. Finding a little bit of space there on their winger. But good tackle there from Australia.
Oh, unlucky there for New Zealand. Just a Taka Whakamua as we look back into the replay. Just a bit of a shift, hoping to go to the opposite side of the field, and midway through that, just the basic error there from New Zealand. So Australia going to get the ball back in hand with a Nonoke scrum. for all the viewers tuning in, a big shout out not only to go into our whānau here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, but a big mihi going out to our whānau over there in Ahitereiria in Australia, tuning in, watching. But as we look to get back to the game, Australia now ball in hand, looking to get some more points on the board here, but New Zealand's not going to let them go that easy. About a good 30 minutes, 25 minutes remaining in this matchup, so a lot of time here for New Zealand. But as we look, Australia, and a little half-break, and he's still
good feed.
Let's look at that replay.
Cut it out, mate. Cut it out. The feet on the man. How good is this? Nice slick hands there from Australia. Got a bit of a fin. He gets back up and he finds his player on his outside.
Wow.
Amazing. You can't see better even in the NRL, mate.
Yeah. What a try there. I think that might have been Matheson Johns.
Yeah, he set the try up. It was the twinkle toes there, as all great centres do. He's got a headgear as well. Not opting to take the conversion. So, yeah, as Jezza explained there, Paitiri, just, the footwork of the man was at a good 30-metre dash down field. And like I mentioned, as all good centres do, they either finish or they set their wingers up. And another great try to Australia, which taking the score out to 20 points to 10. Obviously it's only a 10-point gap. You would think just with the amount of ball that Australia's had, the gap will be bigger, eh? Yeah, but 30 metres away, or well, I'll say 29 metres away from the try line, 1 metre in from the touch line. And there's another danger man here, the number 3, Peter Pakuti.
Just going back on that try too, Brother Nams. It's not an easy thing to do there with that bit of space, and you've got players coming left and right. Like the ability from the Australian centre there just to get back on his feet and beat another player and find his man on the outside. That's great skill. So yeah, Australia looking really sharp tonight, bro. Really sharp.
I think I've actually seen that firsthand from yourself there, Jez, when you had a cameo with Tony Wharu up there and you played against Hamilton City Tigers in Huntly a few years ago. Making it look easy there, just like the man in the centres, Matheson Johns. Still a bit of time here for New Zealand, Aotearoa, to get themselves back into the game. Only, good 2 tries. You've got to get the conversions as well.
Yeah, the boys are definitely capable of coming back here. Just got to do those simple things right. Getting a good kick chase here and trying not to give away any errors or any penalties in the set.
Yeah, most definitely, Jezza. New Zealand will be chomping at the bits to try and get back on the scoreboard and keep Australia down this end of the field here. They show some muscle in the defence, but Australia not backing down in the middle of the field. Showing some good go forward as they come out of the 45-metre line here, and they look to go for a kick, and a great kick that is, the bounce. New Zealand now with the ball in hand. Let's see what they can do here.
Strong return there from our fullback.
Yeah, once again, Simon Luafale Alo. Winger there getting involved there, Alex van der Dop. Oh, he's got a bit of a cramp. But he's managed to shake that off and get up and play the ball because he knows his team is relying on him. There's not too much time left, but plenty of time in the same sentence. And a harm in there, another penalty as we look back in on the replay here. Just see landing a little bit awkwardly there.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a hip drop penalty, or I suppose from our Kai Wawo, but nevertheless, New Zealand now manages to gain 90 metres from that penalty kick, so they're going to get a fresh set of 6 here. Australia back on defence now.
As you mentioned before, boys, down by 10 points. What are you looking to do here, Nami? What do you think the team should be looking at doing here?
Yeah, well, obviously if you had the coach's hat on, probably just at least try and complete our sets. Don't try and do anything too stupid. Try and send our forwards up into the middle. Hopefully we can drag in a few defenders either side and look for our halves to spark a bit of magic.
Well said there, my bro. Couldn't agree more with you, mate. As New Zealand's tackled there.
Spot there, Jez. Yeah, so New Zealand now, Aotearoa, got a good 11 metres away from the try line. Curtis Kenny goes to Rudolph there with the outpour, but the defence there is right on point. Ball goes back there. The referee agrees with the players there. Back in the same spot here, 10 metres away from the try line. Curtis Kenny, I know if this was club football, he'll take it himself, but he knows this is representing his country. And Te Rudolph, ooh, no, just charged down there. He's been instrumental with those little cheeky little grubber kicks there, Te.
Yeah, I definitely think he's the man that's going to change the game for the Kiwis here. If they can get more ball into his hands, he's got good eyes up footy there, and he's put a couple of good little nudges in the back there for some reward at the end of it. So I think Rudolph needs to be getting his hands on the ball a lot more.
Yeah, he actually gave me a message as well and said, bro, because could you just do a quick shout out to my Te Tai Tokerau team who won the North Island Championship only a couple of months ago. So big mihi out to Te Tai Tokerau there, brother Te Pui. You see Kenny now offloaded to the number 18. Thought about offloading, that's Jordan Burrow. Patience is the call here from the coach. Big, towering, strong, barnstorming run there. Charlie Tola, Curtis Kenny. Oh, they were right on to him. The guy spoke about him. You got to watch that cheeky man out of the hooker. Goes back out wide now. But the defense there, some great line speed there from Australia. The police force now just pulling out the handcuffs, and there's the Kiwis. It's just standard here in Aotearoa. Hey, get off my mate. We need him to play the ball. Ball comes back out wide, and there's that man again you spoke about. Nice little, just threading the needle through, but Australia here, it's going to be a run.
Oh, Australia now. Oh, he's got rid of 2 defenders. Oh, well taken by New Zealand, but a great run there from Australia as they've found themselves nearly in the Kiwis half. They are in the Kiwis half on the second tackle here, so Kiwis now, they're back on defense here. Going to try pride themselves on some defense, but Australia going to be looking to get on a scoreboard, and some good skill shown here by Australia. Coast to coast, and argy-bargy hits and defense tackles there by New Zealand as Australia now coming into the 20-metre mark of their try line. Oh, they may have numbers on this right edge, and Australia stab it through. Oh, but they have been taken out. No, not touched there. Let's have a look at the replay. I don't think it was touched there by New Zealand.
Looking at a few of the Aotearoa players here, punching the gas. Go out on their knees.
That was a great set from Australia, coming from defense into attack and marching New Zealand down the line there, all the way down the field. And just unlucky on their final kick here, where New Zealand get a seven tackle set. I'm sure those boys would like to have seen that ball stay in a little bit.
Yeah, a few comms coming from both benches now. They know that the time's ticking away. Still plenty of time, actually. Curtis Kenny now, out of half. Opting to go out wide to the number 8 there. Barry Binet. Heaps of comms coming out of the Australian camp. Braiding down that left-hand edge there are the Kiwis. Simon acting half there, throws it to, that's the number 8, once again taking another run in consecutive runs. Here is the number 8, Barry Pinet, Te Puhi, with those little cheeky dabs there, but Australia right there to collect the rubber or the chip from Te Puhi.
Yeah, that was the number 19 there, Alex Williams. Well taken there from the back of a kick from Rudolph. Australia now just outside of the 20-metre line there.
Oh.
And just making their way up the field here as New Zealand trying to keep them down here, but Australia going forward in momentum. Australia now just outside of the 40-metre line. They go back to the middle. And there maybe a bit of a 40-20, but no. It is taken well there by New Zealand.
Yeah, that's Simon Luafali Alo again at the back there. He's having a big game today. Good return there into the line there and getting his boys on the go forward for the Kiwis.
Yeah, nah, it's a bit of go forward and momentum shift here from the Kiwis as trying to win the battle in the middle there. They have been so far not on the scoreboard here. Australia still leading over New Zealand 20-10. Let's see if New Zealand can get some points on the board. A great little backdoor play with a drop off back to the middle there, and that's the second row there for Apine Watts. Back to that right-hand tram edge now is New Zealand.
He's setting up a little bit of shape out here on the left-hand side, New Zealand. A little bit of a dummy. He's been a pocket rocket there. Is young Jess here. He breaks through a tackle, goes for another one, tries to offload. But Australia just come up with the goods here.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the live wire hooker there. Young Jesse, he's been adding good value there for the New Zealand team. Unfortunate to not be able to get that last pass off to his teammate, but nevertheless, Australia now got the ball back in hand and got rid of 2 defenders, 3 defenders, and he's still going there with the bright green headgear.
Yeah, New Zealand defending with only 10 players. There's 3 are still behind Australia. They're trying to make their way back, so there's an opportunity and some space out there for Australia, who are on the attack and they're looking hot.
Yeah, Australia, they definitely are looking hot there, Jez, as they come into the Kiwis 20-metre line. I look to hold Australia out there as Australia's looking good on attack here. Let's see what they can string together here on this right-hand edge. Kind of a fake drop-off play. Good D, but not sticking there. Here's New Zealand just hanging on by a thread, and got to watch this back to the middle. Oh, this may be a try, but no. Well held up there by New Zealand.
Yeah, Australia need to have a look up there as they got a lot of space on their left edge if they can get it out there.
Here it is.
You got one defender out there from New Zealand there.
Over. Oh, it's going out to, this might be a try, and it will be a try from that man there. As we look into the replay there, Jezza.
Yeah, good eyes up there. Just a execution on their pass. Could have been a little bit better there, but good eyes up from the number 5 there from Australia, and a good finish from Australia there, just in the corner there.
Yeah, hey boys, as I look down, there's been a few injuries, and I'm looking down at the Australian bench. There's only one player, looks like, surviving there on the bench, so it's been a very physical game here. I've seen one of the Australian boys getting pushed away in a wheelchair. So, you know, that just speaks volume of the physicality.
Yeah, nah, the boys are crashing and bashing today in this matchup between the Australian Police Force and the New Zealand Police Force. And yeah, as you mentioned there, Nams, bodies put on the line today in this matchup, and just reflecting on the day. I think we've reflected it quite a few times, but man, what a beautiful day one of the Aotearoa New Zealand Māori Rugby League Tuakana tournament here at the Rotorua International Stadium today. Just a reminder, whānau, day 2 tomorrow, the finals, the business end of the Tuakana tournament. So 8:30 is the first game, whānau. So if you're around the area in the Te Arawa, Rohe, in Rotorua, come on down, whānau. Would love to see you. Bring the whānau, bring the kids, bring the cousins. There's a lot of kai here, a lot of footy to be watched. And we are in for awesome day 2 of Tuakana tournament. But as we look to get back into the kick, a great kick there from Australia. Successful in that conversion. So Australia taking the lead and pushing the lead out to 26-10. Australia leading over the New Zealand Police Force.
Hey, just elaborating on that too, Paitiri. If you're not here in the vicinity of Te Arawa, you can also tune in live stream on the same channel here, the Aotearoa Māori Rugby League channel, if you want to catch some good games and maybe some pretty average commentary. Yeah, so Te Arawa, it's the region of Rotorua, around this region, so if you're not here, you can also tune in to our live stream there. And just a big mihi out to everybody, like, you know, you two, I know you were up here 4:30 in the morning, putting up the flags, doing all your things you had to do. Obviously the cameraman and assist Kitty up there controlling all the controllables. We'll getting back into the game now with Australia with the first hit up of the set with looks like about a good 10 minutes to go in this game here between Aotearoa and Ahitereiria.
Yeah, not too long to go here. Nam's time has ticked away. 10 minutes, in fact, left remaining in this matchup. So Australia sitting in a good position. They probably just want to get to the end of their set now, get to their kick, and then back their defense. But hey, taking nothing away from Aotearoa, New Zealand. They will want to get back on the scoreboard as they haven't been able to get on the scoreboard in the recent times. But as we look into the screen, just a bit of a injury stoppage there from one of our Australian police force, Tane, just there on the ground. So hopefully it's nothing too serious as we see him getting attended to by the trainers, who are also doing an awesome job out there, along with all of our volunteers this weekend. Not only in this game, but also in our Tuakana tournament. But as we look to get back in action, we rolled straight into it. Koa Walt is happy with that. He wants to get underway with Australia, looking to go to the sky, and a good bomb kick taken well there by New Zealand on the full, and let's see what New Zealand can do. He gets rid of one defender. Can't shake that second defender as New Zealand now coming just out of their 30 metre out of their half.
Yeah, been really impressed with our fullback there from New Zealand. He's putting his hand up there a lot in those returns and getting us on some good go forward there of each set there, as we can see ourselves getting to the halfway now. But yeah, just really impressed with the fullback there and his energy and his intent from the back. And we just need to sort of feed off that. And our number 8's been going well for us today too.
Definitely.
Ooh, nice little cheeky offload there. And yeah, you are right there, Jeremy. Simon Lua Fale Alo. He's been a great asset for New Zealand Police there in the back, as well as this young man here, Charlie Tola, the number 10 jersey. Zealand coming out wide now to the number 4, Suakai Tofa. This relentless defense here from Australia, we spoke about it before. No matter what code or sport, you know the Australians will compete right to the end and the final whistle.
As we look into the replay there, just a scramble D and on the last, so New Zealand probably not the best option, but back underway now in this game as Australia sitting pretty there with 8 minutes remaining in this matchup. 26-10 leading over the New Zealand Police Force, but geez, you think this is the start of the first half, the way they're running with intention. Coming up the middle now is Australia. Gets rid of one defender, 2 defender, but it's wrapped up there by New Zealand as just coming 40 metres into the half now. Little stab through kick. There's that man there that we were just talking about, Simon Lua Falealo. A great take there by New Zealand.
Yeah, good carry there from the centre. Fun fact here from that centre, Daniel, he was actually the top try scorer in the Bay of Plenty competition here in New Zealand.
Yeah, what club is he from there,
He was playing for Manukino Hawks this year. Had an amazing season this year. He was strong on his edge there, and like I said, got the top try scorer of the tournament there. And you know, him getting his hands on the ball is only good for the team.
Hey, I can imagine if he's residing in Manukino, he'll probably be the only police officer there. Am I correct there, Jim? As you see a error there from New Zealand. Couldn't hold on to their ball there. You see one of the Australians throwing the boot away.
Yeah, the good old throw the boot away tactic, eh?
Yeah, it looks like the number 9, the hooker, Jesse, just slips it on and he slips it back off. I'm just watching him there. He's got no time to bend over. Let's see if he picks it back up again. He's walking past his boot. He's saying, no, I'm okay. We do this back in Fiji.
Yeah,
he's still making the tackle there. If you can see him, one sock and one boot there.
Yeah, that's the hooker, Jesse Kara Nikoa. He's been elusive and explosive there in the hooker role for New Zealand. Been adding a lot of good value there for New Zealand, but Australia They are not mucking around here. And a good
Good defense there.
Let's have a look.
He done well to hold their ball right near the sideline as well.
I've been really impressed with their right edge for Australia. They haven't been scared to chuck it and send it through. But as I say that, New Zealand, not the era that they needed or wanted. Unfortunate there.
Yeah.
Have a look at the replay there.
That's probably what's costing New Zealand at the moment. It's just our handling errors. I think that's 4 from 4, the last 4 sets now, where we've not got to our kick. And Australia, as good as they are, just pouncing on that and making New Zealand pay.
Yeah, most definitely, Jezza. And this is probably not the field territory that you want to give Australia a nonoke, a scrum, 10 metres out from your line, as they're having trouble to hold the ball, as Jezza mentioned. A few handling errors the last 4 sets, but Australia now out on attack now. First tackle, 2 metres out from the try line. It's Australia. Let's see if Australia can barge over for some more points.
Yes.
Does he?
Yes.
And he gets it over. Let's have a look at the replay there. Australia getting some more points on the board, and that's the number 15, Jezza.
Yeah, Sam Pearce, he's been outstanding off the bench for them, just rolling on and carrying on, going forward there for the Australian team and setting the standard there.
Yeah, so that's gone out 30-10 now. Scoreline is Australia just proven too good to do the foundational basics right, holding the ball, getting to their kick, hitting pinning corners. Just unfortunate there for Aotearoa, New Zealand. As we mentioned before, unlucky, just a few errors going their way. So Australia scooping up an opportunist in that space. So we're going to look to convert the 2 points. It should be a piece of bread for Australia, as it's pretty much right in front. For number 6 there, it's Dylan Taikato Simpson, and he successfully converts that. So that's 32-10. Australia lead over New Zealand Police Force in this matchup, and we shouldn't be too far away from full time there. Jezza, what's your thoughts on the second half so far?
Yeah, Australia just showing to be too good there. Like I said before, their transition's just been second to none here, and they've just pounced on those errors and made us pay there. We're doing the basics right and carrying hard there, as you saw Sam Pearce there, and he's probably going to run it straight off this this kickoff, mate. You know, he's been a real leader and chief for this Australian team here.
Yeah, 100% tautoko tō kōrero there, Jeremy. But as we get back to the action, just want to send a big message going out to all of our viewers that are tuned in. But Australia now, they're mucking around, as there's their man there. He settles for the first one. Australia barging up in the middle of the field. Good fast play the ball here from Australia. New Zealand having a bit of a hard time to slow the Aussies down. Finding their falls fast, but a little bit more slower. That one is Australia going to an early kick.
40-20, looking at it?
He's looking at the 40-20, and unfortunate there. I think that's the man that we're talking about. Is it Simon Lua Falealo? It's a well carry, but some good defense shown there by Australia as well.
Yeah, Simon says what Simon does, and he's been one of the standout here for New Zealand Aotearoa. Oh, and that ball looked like, yes, it had a little bit of a hand in there if we look back in on the replay. Some heavy contact there from Australia, and yeah, just a little finger there, and he's trying to act the fool and just saying, hey, I didn't play at that ball, but the Kaiwa, the referee, was right on task. See that young Jess there, gaining a good 15 metres downfield. Looking like only seconds remaining on our clock. We're on the referee's time as well. But back to the middle of the field, the big Pomoa, the big forwards here for New Zealand, trucking the forward, and there is the final hooter. once again, just taking a look down at the field in the coach's box. They're ecstatic with this one. What a great game of rugby league, and as always, boys, I'm always grateful to be up here. Good to have you up here too, Jesus. Don't stay up here too long, because no doubt you'll be taking our job with expert commentary there, my Uso.
Nah, thank you for having me, mate. It's been a pleasure being up here and doing this with you guys, and seeing what you do in your space. You guys are the professionals here, so yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Always a pleasure, ever true, lads, as we wrap up this game. But full time here at Rotorua International Stadium with the Australian Police Force taking the W over the New Zealand Police Force 32-10 here in this matchup today. Just want to acknowledge everyone that's tuned in here on this live stream here in Aotearoa and over the ditch in the Trans-Tasman and Aotearoa there in Australia. So man, Australia taking clean sweep for our Wahine, the game before this, and then also our Tane game just now, which is blown full time. But from myself, I'll let my co-commentator Nams close us up. But from myself and Jezza, big mihi going out to all of you tuning in. And don't forget, whānau, Tuakana Tournament Day 2 tomorrow. We are in our business and finals time. So tune in to the live stream tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. onwards, or better yet, come down to Rotorua and witness it for yourself. So from myself, I'll let my main man Nami close us out. Nami whānau. Kia ora.
Yeah, Shop Brothers, always a pleasure to be up here, or any space with two handsome gentlemen to my right. Just a big, massive mihi and a big shout out to Australian Police for taking home the taonga, or taking home the trophy once again. And another mihi out to New Zealand Police and the head chief, Richard Chambers, Rihari Chambers. And it's awesome to be able to come here and call this game with our police. I know they do a great job out there on the street. And once again, if you're looking for a job, you know, there's the cops and the police force are always looking for people to recruit, good people. 0800 new cops. Another big mihi out to John Devonshire. I know that the police force reached out to him, our chief, just to say, hey, can we work something out here? So he made that happen. Big mihi out to the cameraman, Kitty as well, up there in the booth. I know she wants to get home and put her feet up and maybe relax in a spa pool or not. But that's me, Namapuri, the brothers Jezza and Poitiri. We'll sign in out. And just make sure you tune back in tomorrow if you want to catch some exciting rugby league tuakana Māori football on finals day Pōpua. Nō reira, tēnā tātou, tēnā tātou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Bye.